go, you better believe it. Let's start the show. It's time, y'all. It's time. We are back with a very simple message. Survive once again. I'm going to keep it short and simple. Survive again. One more time. One more time. Actually, that could have been the mantra. One more time, right? Beat these Patriots. Well, not one more time. So we're going to have to end up back here in Indiana for Game 6 when we close it out anyway, because Knicks in 6. We're going to win these next 4. We started it off in Game 3. We got to continue it here in Game 4, and then we'll be back in the Garden, baby, and then you get your sweet, sweet revenge back at home in the Garden after losing the first 2, but it's got to go your way tonight. You caught a bit of a break with Karl Anthony Towns with a legacy quarter, a legacy game. Hopefully this is a legacy series for Karl Anthony Towns when he came through with probably his best quarter of his entire career with 20 points and 8 rebounds in Game 3 of that fourth quarter, which involved a 20-point comeback. The Knicks should not look to put themselves in that situation yet again. They are 3-1 in this postseason when trailing by 20 points, which is an absolutely insane stat. But hopefully they have found some things. Mitchell Robinson is getting the start again here today. We should see some DeLon Wright and Landry Shamet minutes here tonight. Hopefully those guys can continue to come in and make a positive impact, especially defensively, because this is the kind of series where you need your defense to lock in. That has not been a strength of this team this season. It's kind of started to become a strength this postseason, and hopefully it becomes something that they can lean on here tonight, because boy, oh boy, are they going to need it. They're going to need it. Susan, Big Rud, Bernard Johnson, Raul, AP, Omar Murray, what's poppin'? Kinahara, I saw you in the chat earlier. My man Justice is dead. Appreciate you. Mark Avon, David Hodge Jr. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Eamon Owis, Alyssa Lester. Appreciate y'all. Bruce, what's up, Bruce? Keith Modeste. Gringo Bronx, what's up, Gringo? Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Start us off. Knicks win the tip. Here we go. Knicks win the tip, and here we go. Hit that. Let's hit the lights. Let's start it off the right way. They get it over to Bridges. Bridges, I need to have a good game tonight as well. Had some good open looks that he just flat out missed the other night. They get it over to Anunoby on the right wing. Driving it down against Nembhard. Has him in the post. Step back. Fall the way long two over Nembhard. Splashes in nothing but net. I like to see that, OG. I like to see it, OG. Where do I might go? Here we go. Halliburton bringing it down against Bridges. Shake it out, y'all. Let's get loose. Halliburton coming to it right up a couple of screens. Up top to Neesmith. Neesmith inside to Turner. Turner backing him down. Spins, draws the foul, and gets the and one. Who's that on? Bridges? Come on, brother. If you're going to wrap him up like that, wrap him up. Ernest Cash, what's up, Ernest? Mike, what's up, Mike? Bridges, brother, if you're going to wrap somebody up, you got to wrap some up. So Turner's at the foul line for one more. Knocks it down. Knicks also caught a bit of break with Indiana missing a bunch of free throws the last game. Brunson will bring it down. Neesmith applying some full court pressure. Brunson gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Halliburton. Brunson gets it back up top. Brunson, jab step, coming to his right, blows past the defense in the lane, kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges a straightaway three, he's wide open, and he knocks it down, nothing but net. It's a good sign. It's a good sign. We need to continue that shooting, though, and the Pacers are immediately pushing it the other way. Up top to Turner, swings it over to Siakam. Siakam over to Neesmith, Neesmith back to Siakam. Coming to his right, head down, driving, Euro step down the lane, one-handed floater, can't get it to go. Good defense from Towns. Good job not to foul him as well. Brunson bringing it down, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges looking to attack. Little pull-up mid-range jumper. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Halliburton brings it down, and he's pushing the other way. He's pushing the pace. Swings it out to Neesmith, the right corner three. Neesmith splashes it, nothing but net. Knicks also caught a bit of a break with Neesmith missing some makeable shots the other night. Brunson will bring it down against Neesmith. Driving it down. Stops. Turns. Brunson on the right wing. One-on-one against Neesmith, backing him down, middle of the lane. Gets the floater to go, just went right past him. Some bully ball right there. 7-6, Siakam pushing it the other way, spins to his left, little hook shot off glass, got it to go, and we are running it. The Pacers want to play with a ton of pace. They talked about after Game 3 that they slowed their pace down in the second half, and that was a huge issue for them. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Neesmith. Coming to his left off a Robinson screen. Neesmith sticking with him. He hits the floor. Brunson walks into a pull-up three. He can't get it to go. Halliburton with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Halliburton has it up top. Swings it out to Turner. Turner is the trailer for a three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Bridges skies for a rebound. Bridges will bring it down. Let's slow it down. Let's get a good shot. They get it over to Anunoby. Coming to his right. Spinning to his left. He slips and falls. Down on the floor. And Anunoby legs hits the baseline. And it's out of bounds off of the Knicks. Ball going back to the Pacers. Halliburton bringing it down. Coming to his left. Up top to Neesmith. Wide open straightaway three. And he splashes it again. Maybe don't leave the hottest guy on the court open. Maybe don't leave the hottest shooter on the court wide open, guys. Maybe don't do that. Brunson bringing it down. He has it on the right wing. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges coming to his left off a Robinson screen. Gets in the middle of the lane. Steps back. Loses the ball. Inside the Towns. Towns inside against Siakam. Drop step. Puts it up off glass. Gets it to go. Maybe play a little bit through Towns as well. He had a phenomenal fourth quarter. Make him guard him. Get it over to Siakam. Siakam's going to drive it down and draw the foul on Karl Anthony Towns. He's going to the foul line for one more. And Towns is holding that left knee that he injured the other night as well. Not what you want to see. Not what you want to see. Frank, what's up, Frank? Mark Gaiman said we need better defense than this. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Frank Flores, what's up, Frank? Siakam knocks down the first one. He's got one more coming. MBM, what's up, MBM? Siakam knocks down both. Bridges will bring it down. 8:30 to go here in the first quarter. 13-9, 4-point game. Bridges has it up top, being guarded by Halliburton. Coming to his left off a Robinson screen. Has some space, middle of the lane. Step back, fall away two. Comes up short. Again, Bridges. You get into your spots, brother. You get into your spots. You got to knock these down. Halliburton on the right wing steps back for a wide open three. Is no communication, and he rattles it in. No communication between Bridges and Robinson. No communication whatsoever. Why did Bridges switch off to Turner? Stay with him. And a timeout from Tom Thibodeau and the Knicks. The communication on defense just continues to baffle me because it's not even usually with, bad defenders. Like, it's Bridges and Robinson. Excellent defenders. Communicate that. Communicate that. Bridges, you're on Halliburton. He runs a fake handoff action with Miles Turner. Robinson's man, so Robinson's involved in it, but it's a fake handoff, and he's thinking, I'm sticking with him anyway. Like, even if it's a handoff. He's handing it off to the center? I'm not worried about that. Why does Bridges just abandon it and sink down low to the paint? Why is he switching that? Why in his mind is he switching that? Mark said he got completely lost. Yeah, why? But why? But why? You're guarding the best player on the court for this team. Your mentality should be, unless it's an action involving OG Anunoby or Josh Hart or Deuce McBride or Landry Shaman or DeLon Wright, unless it's involving one of those guys and it's early in the game, so the only guy I just named on the court right now is OG Anunoby. So unless it's an action involving OG, and you guys should communicate this, why are you looking to switch it? Especially when it's just a simple handoff action. Mark even said we need way better defensive effort or we're going home for the year. Yeah, they're giving the effort defensively. They're not communicating. Like, effort is not the correct word. It's a lack of focus right now. JA3, what's up, Jay? That's a 3 minutes and 45 seconds of quick shots. Yeah, we're definitely playing their pace right now. We're definitely playing their pace. They want to push it and rush it and get it down the court and force everybody to play faster. And the Knicks are playing into it right now. They're playing into it for sure. Zero tolerance, bully. Kenna, what's up, Zero? Take out Towns or Brunson. Go with defense. Can't let this lead stretch. 4 minutes into the game. I would consider taking Towns out only because he's rubbing his knee to start the game, which is something you don't want to see. But that's the only reason why, because he's rubbing his knee early. And if he don't got it like that in terms of health, then you're going to have to limit his minutes, and you're obviously going to have to lean on him heavy in the fourth quarter. You're going to have to trust the other guys to keep it close. Sire Love, what's up, Sire? Whew. Carlos Adrian Gaitan, what's up, Carlos? Brunson is not the answer. I'm just confused about so far how the game started. What makes you think Brunson and Towns aren't the answer, guys? Like, we got eyes. We got eyes. Come on, y'all. Use your eyes. Put the calculators down and use your eyes. The communication from everybody right now is, not great. Not great. Robinson has it up top. Hands it off to Brunson. Coming to his left. Throws the lob inside the Robinson, and he throws it down with two hands. Okay. Nice solid set coming out of the timeout. But it's all about this end of the court. It's all about the defense. Halliburton driving it down in the lane, leaves it off Siakam in the lane. Pump fakes, kicks it out. Turner up top, hands it out to Nesmith. Nesmith back up top to Siakam. Siakam coming to his right, off the screen. Steps back, puts up the three. Can't get it to go, but they call a foul. Is that on Towns? They call a foul on Towns? That's 2 fouls on Towns. That's 2 fouls on Towns. Josh Hart's going to come in for Big Towns. DJ Punchy, what's up, DJ? Nembhard has it up top. Gets it over to Towns, back to Nembhard. Nembhard being guarded by Hart. Crossing over to his left, down the lane, right past Josh Hart, but he blows the layup. Josh Hart with bringing it down the other way. He's going to push it, drive it down inside to Anunoby, who cut along the baseline. An easy two-handed slam. Excellent pass from Josh Hart. Excellent cut from OG Anunoby. Halliburton has it up top, coming to right off a Turner screen. Steps back. Robinson switched onto him. Pump fakes, gets it over to Shepard. Shepard swings it out to Nembhard. Nembhard coming to his right. Hart switches onto him. Nembhard's going to look to dance to get it into Siakam down low against Bridges. Puts up a righty hook, splashes it. Bridges will bring it down. Brunson up top, being guarded by Shepard. Coming to his left, off the Robinson screen. Driving it down against Shepard. He likes that matchup. Little fall away foul line jumper, gets it to go. Under 7 to go here in the first quarter. Nesmith also to the bench early. Obviously dealing with the ankle injuries. Good hands from Robinson to knock it away from Nembhard. Nice turnover. Good defensive stop. Hart bringing it down. Throws the lob inside the Bridges. Catches. Has it in the post against Halliburton. Deep position. Puts up the float. The hook shot. Got it to go. And the foul. Mikal Bridges' first free throw attempts this series. Feels like his first free throw attempts in 10 games. I know that's not the case. He shot free throws the other day, but all right. There you go, Mikal. There you go. I can't even remember the last time you had an and one situation. But now knock down your one free throw. Mark Haven said that means he hasn't been aggressive enough. That's just been his whole season, man. It's been his whole season. Bridges does knock down his free throw. Thank you, Mikal. Tied at 18, 6:30 to go. Halliburton bringing it down, coming to his right. They hedge out. Halliburton dancing with it on the right wing. Robinson switches onto him again. Steps back for a deep three over Robinson, and he knocks it down. Oof. Big shot from Tyrese Halliburton. He's got that look on his face like he's locked in. He is locked in right now. Madrasi Travel Channel. What's up, Madrasi? Some full court pressure here to get it into Brunson. Brunson will bring it down. Brunson coming to his right. A pull-up three for JB, and he gets it to go. He answers the 3 points with the 3 points. The two-star guard's going back at it. So Halliburton bringing it down, looking for an answer. Coming to his right off a stagger screen. Bridges chasing. Robinson switches onto him again. Halliburton's going to dance again. Swings it out, Toppin, back to Halliburton. Halliburton catches, pump fakes, driving to his left, steps back, little fall away mid-range jumper, splashes it. And Halliburton's looking aggressive. He's looking aggressive. Hart has it up top, being guarded by Nembhard. Gets it over to Robinson. Robinson hands it back off to Brunson. Brunson up top. Dancing with it up top, dancing around a Robinson screen. Coming to his left, steps back, a pull-up straightaway three, he splashes it. There you go, JB. JB and Halliburton said, all right, star guard for star guard, let's go at it. Halliburton bringing it down, looking for an answer. Coming to his right, down the lane, loses the handle. Anunoby picks it up, but they call a foul, I believe, on Bridges. Kanahar said, Halliburton middies not contested. It was absolutely contested, brother. What are we watching? What are we watching? It was absolutely contested. Robinson was right there. Russell Field, the JB versus Halliburton show. Absolutely. Halliburton, they are going to send him to the foul line. They're in the bonus anyway, so he was going to get the 2 free throws anyway. So Halliburton knocks down the first one. He's got one more coming. You know, I said, I saw it too, brother. And everybody else saw it. It was absolutely contested by Robinson. Halliburton knocks down both. Josh Hart gets the inbound. He'll bring it down against Toppin. Hart gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Neesmith, who's checked back in. Brunson driving it down to his right, spins to his left, stops, step back, step through, spins again. Scoop play with the left hand, can't get it to go. Excellent defense from Neesmith. And here comes Halliburton pushing the other way over to Neesmith. He's going to drive it down the lane, and a big right-handed hammer. And the Knicks quickly pushing the other way. Bridges, little fall-away baseline jumper, can't get it to go, and a foul on Josh Hart pushing off on Halliburton. And the Pacers are in it, clapping it up, hyping each other up, getting the crowd into the game right now. Oh, we're back at the foul line. Halliburton back at the foul line for 2 free throws because we're in the bonus. Anthony Towns picked up those silly fouls early. Halliburton knocks down the first one. Got another one coming. Precious Achiuwa has subbed into the game, y'all. Foul trouble for Towns. So he can't come back in. Robinson's going to sub out. Achiuwa's going to sub in. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Survive the Precious Achiuwa minutes now. Survive the Precious Achiuwa minutes. Here we go. Mark Avon, absolutely. Here we go. Here we go. Keith said, why are things so easy for Indy offensively? Because they're an incredible offensive team, my brother. Halliburton knocks down both of them. Brunson bringing it down. Spinning, coming to his left. Swings it out to Josh Hart. Wide open right wing three. Siakam doesn't close out all the way, and Josh Hart makes him pay by knocking it down. So Halliburton has it up top. They got Josh Hart and Siakam. It's not a great matchup. Siakam's going to back him down. Back him down in the middle of the lane. Flips it up. Can't get it to go. He's looking for a foul call. He doesn't get it. Josh Hart with the rebound. A shot out of a cannon. Throws it, tries to throw it inside, but ball knocked loose. Bad pass from Josh Hart. Halliburton pushing the other way to 1-on-3. They get it over to Toppin for a two-handed slam. And Brunson walking it down the other way. Brunson spinning to his left, over the top pass to Achua. Achua coming to his left, fakes the handoff, keeps it, knocked out of his hands. Brunson picks it up, blown past the defense, throws the floater off glass, gets it to go. And the foul? Offensive foul? And a foul? What was the call there, refs? And he was fouled. He's going to the foul line for one more. And one for JB. GG said Knicks will never match Indy's pace. Slow the game down. Hard, boneheaded play. Yeah, he's forcing a tough pass in that situation there. So the Pacers, I think, are going to challenge this. You're going to challenge the and one play? All right. All right. Ricardo said Precious is going to surprise y'all? I hope so, Ricardo. I hope so. He hasn't given me any evidence to believe that he will, but I hope so. I hope so. Jay said Carlisle's 100% on the challenge. They didn't show us the replay, so I can't say. I can't say. But yeah, if he's using his challenge here, I don't feel great about our chances of winning it there, or of the call standing. Carlisle's really good at using his challenges. He's no JB Bickerstaff, I'll tell you that. Kinar said, I agree with Indy. JB was not touched. Maybe Precious will contest something. Well, I hope they don't change it to an offensive foul. Because the way the commentary was talking about it made it seem like maybe it could be an offensive foul. GG said they call it on Brunson. JB held him. Yeah, I hope it's just ruled not a foul, and they give him the two baskets, the 2 points. I mean, Just Dad said it's a no foul. Foul waved off. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? Michael Brown, what's up, Michael Brown? Need to slow down the pace. We don't need to go down by 20. We do need to slow down the pace, but for the most part, the Knicks are right behind them. As of right now, the score is 31-29. We'll see what the ruling is when they come back from commercial break. GG said, Precious locked up Embiid last year. Good defense. In like a 2-minute stretch. He was cool in like a 2-minute stretch in which they had a game plan and Embiid was playing on one leg with one eye. You know, it's also easier to guard somebody out of isolation than it is to guard Indiana with how many actions they run offensively. I don't know if Achua has good enough reactions to identify what's going on. And the fact that he hasn't been a part of the rotation since Mitchell Robinson has come back makes me wonder about his communication with guys on the court, and his focus, and how locked in he is. This is the first time we're seeing Precious Achua since when? Since when? Like in legit rotation minutes, not just a blow-up. Mark Avon said, be confident Brunson will play a low-scoring game 2 times in a row. Yeah, got to be confident in that. Unsuccessful challenge. Unsuccessful challenge. So the Pacers lose their challenge, guys. And 1 for Brunson. He's going to the foul line for 1 more. All right. All right. Something worked in the Knicks' favor for once. Fantastic. Fantastic. Indiana loses their challenge. Randy, what's up, Randy? I did see you. I did see you, Randy. I did see you, brother. That could come back to haunt Indiana as Brunson knocks down his and 1 free throw. 13 for Brunson, 12 for Halliburton. These guards are going at it, man. Halliburton has it up top. Gets it over to Siakam. Siakam hands it off to Nesmith. Nesmith's going to dance with it. Coming to his left. Driving it down. In the corner. Topping. Pump fakes. Good closeout. Up top, Halliburton. He's going to drive it past McBride. Pass fake in the lane. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Achua rips down the rebound. Good contest from Precious. And good rebound, big dog. Way to grab that rebound, Precious. Brunson dancing with it. Pump fakes. Puts it up now. Airballs it. Come on, JB. Doing too much, brother. Doing too much. Either shoot the first one. Don't hesitate. Either shoot the first one or go to the basket. Here we go. Halliburton has it up top. Fakes the handoff. Steps back for a deep straightaway three over Bridges. Splashes it. Halliburton has the touch tonight. He is feeling it. He is feeling it. Josh Hart has it up top. Josh Hart gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Halliburton. Bridges is going to look to dance. One-on-one. Coming off the Achua screen, coming to his left. Driving it down. Past Halliburton, scoop layup. Blows the layup. Come on, man. You never get to the basket. When you do, you got to finish, man. They hit ahead to Siakam, right corner three in transition, and he splashes it. They've missed 1 3 so far here tonight. The Knicks aren't going to be able to survive that. This pace is quick. 37-30 with 2.5 to go. Josh Hart pushes it down, draws the foul. He's going to the foul line. 2 free throws, a foul on Siakam. You know, I said, we'll be honest, we haven't contested a single three. Hard to contest them when they're out to 30 feet, my brother. That is a contest. There's different levels of contest. Josh Hart did contest the Halliburton three. But when he's stepping back and shooting a 28-footer from straight away, you're going to live with that. You're going to live with that. Gives a light contest, knocks it down anyway. Josh Hart knocks down the first one. Jay said, hate the pace. Yeah, the pace is definitely not on the Knicks side. Tony Bradley is in. Mitchell Robinson subs back in. Good minutes from Precious Achua. So the Knicks right now rocking with Brunson, McBride, Hart, Anunoby, and Robinson. Good unit out there. I like this unit. Gigi said they're playing right into Indy's game. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're kind of holding their own for the most part, but this is not good long term. You're right about that. McConnell has it on the left wing, being guarded by Hart. Coming to his right off a screen. Pulls it back out. Hands it off to Nesmith. Coming to his left, a straightaway three. Another miscommunication, but thankfully he misses that one. McBride picks it up. He's going to push the pace a little bit, and now he's going to slow it down. Hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby catches. Pump fakes. Being guarded by Siakam. Gets it out to Robinson. Robinson hands it off to Hart. Hart coming to his left. Dancing with it. Hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby coming to his right off the Robinson screen. Steps back. Pump fake. Sets his feet. Fires from three. Comes up short. Long rebound. Nesmith grabs it. Nesmith's going to bring it down. Tries to shovel it out to Halliburton. Brunson steals it. Good defense from Brunson to get back on defense. He's going to push it. Leaves it off. Anunoby is the trailer. Comes up short again. Josh Hart, an offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Brunson, left corner three. He's open. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart fighting for another one, but Halliburton knocks it over to McConnell. Hit ahead to Siakam. Siakam 1-on-1 against Anunoby to the basket. Gets the righty layup to go. McBride's going to bring it down. McBride hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right, loses the handle. Picks it back up. They call an over and back as Brunson dribbled it off his own foot. Nesmith didn't touch it. 1 minute to go. Maryland Tinsley, what's up, Maryland? (39-32), 7-point game. Halliburton to the bench. End the quarter strong, Knicks. End the quarter strong. They get it into Ben Mathurin. Mathurin has mostly been completely ineffective in this series so far. And as I say that, he comes in, knocks down a mid-range pull-up jumper. Brunson's going to bring it down the other way. A 10-2 run for the Pacers to end this quarter so far. We got a minute to go. End it strong, Knicks. End it strong. Brunson coming to his left. They show two. And he gets bumped by Nesmith. Egan said exploiting us in transition. That is Indiana's game. They exploit everybody in transition. That is what they do. Susie reminded people the like button. Absolutely. If you're in the stream and enjoying the show, go ahead and leave a like. It is by far the best way to support the stream. Brunson gets it into McBride, left wing, has it in the left corner. Dancing with it, step back three for Deuce McBride. He gets it to go. Deucey, yes sir. Need a good end to this half here with Halliburton on the bench. It's a 6-point game. McConnell bringing it down, get a stop and a score. And I'll feel like first quarter was all right. McConnell crossing over to his left, stop, turn, gets it over to Matherin down the lane, gets a layup to go. Great cut from Matherin. Not good enough defense from the Knicks. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson has it up top. They bring two inside to Hart. Hart throws a lob to Robinson. Siakam saw it coming all the way, and it's a turnover. Bad pass from Josh Hart again, man. Come on, Josh. Two really bad passes trying to force it inside. McConnell going under the basket, pulling out the other way. Anunoby sticks with him. They get it over to Siakam. Siakam double clutch jumper. Can't get it to go, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 43-35, 43-point first quarter for Indiana. Not good enough defense. Indiana was fantastic with their shot making. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. What were they shooting from three? I think they missed 2 threes the whole quarter. Halliburton knocked down a couple of deep bombs. He's feeling it tonight. He is feeling it tonight. When he's hitting as deep as he is, it's very difficult to guard him. Brunson's 2 for 5 from three-point range. Ugh. I like that he's being aggressive, looking for a shot and whatnot, but 2 for 5 is not where you want to see. Halliburton, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. He's on triple-double watch. He was 3 for 3 from three-point range, 4 for 5 overall. He's definitely feeling it. Matherin with 2 off the bench. Is that, like, that's close? That's pretty close to Ben Matherin's series high. Just that 6 for 8 from 3. Yeah, overall, they were 6 for 8 from 3. Halliburton with 3. Turner missed 1. Nesmith missed 1, but he's 2 for 3 overall. Siakam hit a 3. Their transition buckets, their ability to push in transitions really hurting them. Josh Hart hit a 3. McBride hit a 3, which is nice. Anunoby's 0 for 2 on decent looks. Bridges hit a 3, which was cool overall. They are 5 for 10 to combat the 6 for 8 that Indiana is. And again, for the most part, they've kept pace. No pun intended, but for the most part, they've kept pace with Indiana. But you're obviously not going to win this in the long term. I mean, you didn't even win it in the first quarter. You're down by 8. But 35-point first quarter for the Knicks is like, we look at that and like, that's good. And then you look at the other side, and it's like, ooh, 43 points for the opponent. Not good, obviously, right? Bridges, 2 for 6. Not good enough, brother. Anunoby, 2 for 4. Okay. Towns only played the 4 minutes with the foul trouble. We should be seeing an aggressive Karl-Anthony Towns to start the second, although he did start the game holding on to that knee, man. I don't like to see that. Did start the game holding on to that knee. Josh Hart coming in, though, in 8 minutes with 2 turnovers, like really dumb turnovers that allowed the Pacers to get out and get easy baskets. Like, that's the kind of thing that's killing you. More than anything else, allowing the Pacers, giving them a live ball turnover and allowing them to go down the other way and play in transition, like, terrible decision-making from Josh Hart. Like, it's not good enough. That's not good enough. More than anything else, that's not good enough. Of everything that annoyed me in that first quarter, and there were plenty of things that annoyed me, Josh Hart's 2 turnovers is like forcing it inside. Forcing it. The Pacers know you're looking inside. Like, maybe just hit him with a little pass fake and go, hey, look, they're rotating inside because they know I'm trying to force it inside. Maybe swing it out to a wide open McBride who is going to be wide open in the left corner if you didn't try to force a lob to Robinson. Right? Or in transition, trying to force an over-the-top pass to Bridges. Like, that's not open, man. You're putting him in a precarious situation there to begin with. Overall, the Pacers shot 15 for 23 from the field. So, 15 for 23. They got to clean it up. They got to clean it up. McConnell bringing it down. DeLon Wright is in the game, y'all. DeLon Wright is in the game. Matherin has it up top, crosses over to his left. A pull-up three from Matherin. He can't get it to go. DeLon Wright had the rebound, lost it, out of bounds off of the Pacers. And DeLon Wright will bring it down against Ben Shepherd's pressure. DeLon Wright up top, coming to his right, hands it off to Anunoby. Anunoby out to McBride. McBride into Towns in the post, being guarded by Siakam. Backing him down. They show double team. Swings through. Inside to Anunoby. A bad pass. Force it. Josh Hart saves it and throws it hard off of Siakam. So it'll stay with the Knicks, but 4.5 to go on the shot clock. So 4.5 on the shot clock. The Knicks will inbound it. DeLon Wright will inbound it. They get it into McBride, the left corner. Quick shot. Too long, can't get it to go. And Matherin with the rebound. Here comes McConnell. McConnell hit ahead to Siakam. Siakam brings it up top. Hands it off to Matherin. Matherin coming to his left. McBride staying with him. He puts it up off glass, and he gets it to go down. And Matherin's being very aggressive. That's not a good sign for the Knicks, as Matherin has been completely ineffective these first couple of games. Towns has it up top. Being guarded by Bradley. Dancing with it. Step back. Pump fakes. Over to DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright over to Hart. Hart feeds it to Towns in the post. Backing him down. And a foul on Tony Bradley. They get it into Towns. Towns in the post being guarded by Siakam. Faces up, driving to his right, puts it down on the floor, and McConnell comes in and takes it right out of his hands. They are double-teaming Towns. Euro step down the lane. Matherin can't get the layup to go. A lot of contact, no foul call. Quick hit head to DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright driving it down. Pass fake, out to Towns. Towns fires a deep left wing three. Splashes it, nothing but net. McConnell driving it down, knocks down a tough floater over McBride. Got all the way inside the paint. Quick hit ahead to Anunoby, driving it down. And a foul on Siakam. Anunoby driving to the basket. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Nine-point game right now. Got to chip into this. Gigi said, Indy shooting over 72%. Can they keep this up? The answer should be no, but we've seen Indiana keep up this offensive pace before. That's the frightening part. Anunoby knocks down the first one. Landry Shamet is checking in here. All right, Landry. Show me what you got, brother. Show me what you got. Anunoby knocks down both. Thank you, OG. 47-40. Who did Shamet come in for? Shamet came in for offensive foul on the Pacers. DeLon Wright fighting through screens. There you go, DeLon. There you go. DeLon Wright, huge impact. Huge impact, DeLon Wright. Love to see it. Mike said Tibbs waited too late in the season to start playing the bench players. Yeah, man, we talked about it all year. I'm not going to continue to harp on it. We talked about it all year. We know. We know. Shamet has it up top. Came in for McBride, by the way. They get it over to Anunoby. Step back, mid-range pull-up jumper. Splashes it. Okay, OG, okay. 5-point game. They're chipping into it. They're starting to get some defensive stops. DeLon Wright's been fantastic. Get it out to Shepherd. They almost turn it over. Shepherd able to chase it down. Up top to Turner. Turner fakes the handoff. Hits Shepherd, come back door, and he gets a layup to go as Josh Hart fell asleep, man. Get Josh Hart out of the game as Shamet hit the floor, and he's hurting bad. He's hurting bad. And a timeout from the Knicks as he's down on the floor in the other end. Josh Hart, man, get him out of the game right now. Get Josh Hart out of the game right now. Just horrible defensive play from Josh Hart. He's a great hustle guy. But god damn, man, how do you get beat backdoor time and time again? This is the Eastern Conference Finals, man. I've never seen somebody vacillate so well between being a good aggressive on-ball player and just a horrible off-ball defender. Horrible off-ball defender. The defense was fantastic that whole possession until Josh Hart was just like, oh, is that a butterfly? Oh, look at the pretty butterfly in the sky, guys. As Shepard cut back door on him. Come on, man. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. You telling me you can't be locked in? Just dad said Shaman got trucked. I didn't see it. I know he was down on the floor hurt. Mark said, this is a championship game, Hart. What the hell? You know, Hart does so many positive things. He does so many awesome things, right? Like he saves so many loose balls. Fantastic rebounder, aggressive driver to the basket. All of the things. Except he can be a turnover machine, and he is a piss-poor off-ball defender. And against this Pacers team, that is going to be exploited time and time again, man. Just Dad said he is slowed with pain somewhere. I don't want to hear that. That's literally been Josh Hart his whole career. He's a bad off-ball defender. Lester said, what is the score? Actually, I think my score's off. Isn't it 47-42? Let me double check. 49-42. Gigi said, besides Hallie, Indy's scoring has been the bench. Halliburton with 15, Siakam with 11. It's really been Siakam. Siakam's the other guy going at it. I mean, the bench has 12, Siakam with 11, Halliburton with 15. Brunson with 13, Towns with 5, Anunoby with 8. Anunoby's played well. Bridges with 6, Hart off the bench with 5, McBride with 3. MBM said, playing like crap, only down 7. You can't keep putting yourself behind the 8 ball, though, man. You're not always going to have an explosive second half. You're not always going to have the big Karl-Anthony Towns fourth quarter. You can't keep relying on things to go your way down the stretch. You know, this is also a good Indiana team that's really good down the stretch. You can't rely on constantly coming back like, nah, we have the mental fortitude edge. Shamet stays in. So same lineup out there. DeLon Wright, Shamet, Hart, Towns, and Anunoby. Shamet has it up top being guarded by Shepard. You get it over to Anunoby, back to Shamet. Gets it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Matherin. Towns driving it down, has him in the post, in the paint. Bully balls his way to the basket, reverse layup, gets it to go. There you go, Towns. Just finding a way to the basket. Shepard on the right wing. And they call a foul and Shamet out on the perimeter. Hey, man, they better call that same foul against Neesmith then. Turner up top, hands it off to McConnell. McConnell being guarded by DeLon Wright. McConnell coming to his right. Gets it over to Turner. Turner, a little mid-range jumper over Towns. Can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound. Another good defensive stop. It's a 5-point game, y'all. 5-point game. Knicks haven't played great, and it's a 5-point game. Towns has it up top against Turner. He's going to dance with it. Driving to his left to the basket. Lefty layup. Can't get it to go, but a foul on Turner. And Towns is saying, count that with the goaltend. He's saying, count that with the goaltend. See the replay? That should be a goaltend. It should be a goaltend. They should count it. Actually, I don't know. It looked like he got it at the same time. They're not going to give it to him. So Towns is going to be at the foul line for 2 free throws. I said, I salute Shamer for playing good perimeter defense. That foul was BS. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to call that on Shamer, call it on Neesmith. That's fine. If you want to call it, call it. But then call it on both sides. Towns knocks down the first one because Neesmith is definitely kung fu fighting with Brunson down the court. GG said, to be down for the way Indy is shooting, we got this game. I hope so, man. I hope so. The 4-point game, Towns knocked down the first one. He's got one more coming. And it seems like Towns has definitely found something with handling the ball up top and attacking in a straight line drive against these Pacers bigs as he knocks down both free throws. It's definitely worked out for him. McConnell's going to drive it down all the way to the basket. He gets stripped by DeLon Wright. Fantastic defense. We're pushing the other way. I love DeLon Wright, man. And they call the travel on DeLon Wright. Never mind. And DeLon Wright saying, you keep your head up. I was looking to pass it to you. That's why I turned it over. Excellent defensive play, though. McConnell has it up top, being guarded by DeLon Wright. Mike said you jinxed him. Come on, man. How do I? He double dribbled in the open court. Come on, man. Mathurin up top, attacking to his right to the basket, gets fouled. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. I think that foul is going to be on Anunoby. So Mathurin's at the foul line for 2 free throws. He's being much more aggressive than he was in the first 3 games. Not the greatest of signs for the Knicks. He took 1 shot in game 3 and had 2 points. So he's already surpassed that here tonight. NBM said, we will send the tapes to the league for the Garden. I hope so. I hope so. DeLon Wright at the foul line. DeLon Wright. And Mathurin at the foul line knocks the first one down. I got DeLon Wright on the brain. I'm just thinking, like, all right, he's playing good. How much longer is he going to stay out there? Maybe we can go with him in a Brunson lineup. That'd be pretty good because he's got size. Mathurin knocked down the first one. He's got one more coming. He knocks down both free throws. Got a nice friendly bounce on the second one. And DeLon Wright will bring it down against McConnell. DeLon Wright hands it off to Anunoby, being guarded by Mathurin. Kicks it over to Shamet. Shamet inside the Towns in the post, being guarded by Siakam. Backing him down. They bring a double team. Pass fake inside. Anunoby gets knocked loose. He picks it back up. Kicks it out in the corner. DeLon Wright wide open. Right corner 3. Line me up. DeLon Wright, baby. The DeLon Wright game. We ask and we receive. We ask and we're receiving. Excellent play from DeLon Wright. Mathurin down the lane, loses the handle, picks it back up, kicks it out to McConnell. McConnell inside the Siakam. Puts it up, gets caught in the air, throws it away. Excellent defense from Shamet. That's what I'm talking about. Anunoby has it up top. Coming to his right off a Town screen. Excellent screen. Anunoby down the lane. Euro step. Scoop lay with the right hand. Oh my goodness. Falling down to the floor. OG Anunoby ties it at 51 and a timeout for Indiana. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. We've been asking for DeLon Wright for forever. We've been asking for Landry Shamet for forever. Shamet a little bit less so, but DeLon Wright for sure. And look what we're getting. Look what we're getting, y'all. Finally. Ain't it crazy? Ain't all you got to do is listen to the fan base, Tibbs. It's the smartest fan base in all of sports. All you got to do is listen to the fan base. We know what we're talking about. We know what we're seeing. Come on, man. Why did it take so long? Tied at 51. Now we're into it. Now the pressure's on Indiana because they played fantastically so far. This has been a fantastic game from Indiana, and yet it's tied at 51. Student said, told you OG would be good tonight. He's not going down. OG has scored 16 points exactly in each of the first 3 games. And he has already, I believe he's got what, 11, 12? OG has 10. Towns with 9. Brunson with 13. Bridges with 6. Robinson with 2. DeLon Wright with 3. Josh Hart with 5. McBride with 3. I love to see it, y'all. I love to see it. Everybody's getting in on the action, and the guys who need to lead you are leading you right now. Right? Who are the leaders of this team in terms of like who you're looking at to score the basketball? Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, and then anything you get from Mikal Bridges, because he's been so inconsistent this year, I'm putting him down the floor. Anything you get from Mikal Bridges, cool, awesome, beautiful. Robinson in the starting lineup, we're not looking for points from him, we're looking for rebounding and defense. And then off the bench, Josh Hart, he's got 5 points off the bench, 3 rebounds and an assist. DeLon Wright's hit a 3, McBride's hit a 3. Right? Hopefully we start to get a little bit more from those guys. But here we go. Here we go. Now we're into it. Now they have to continue this pace of play. Not this pace of play, but have to continue this level of play when Tyrese Halliburton comes back in, because he's had the touch tonight, right? He's missed 1 shot, I believe. Yeah, Halliburton's 4 for 5. 4 for 4 from the foul line. Gigi said, Mikal, 15 points in the 4th. I'm calling it. I will take 15 points from Mikal Bridges any way he can deliver them. Any way he can deliver them. Mathurin with 8 points off the bench is not a great sign for the Knicks, because he has been so ineffective this series. It was kind of a plus, considering he's kind of their pseudo 6th man, him and McConnell. McConnell has been significantly better this series, but tonight kind of quiet. In 10 minutes, 2 points, 2 assists. I'm attributing that to Josh Hart's defense on him, as well as DeLon Wright flying around. Ricardo said good non-Brunson minutes. It should be excellent non-Brunson minutes when you lean into the defense, right? Like when you have campaign trying to do a Brunson imitation, it ain't gonna work out because he's nowhere near the level of Brunson. So you have to go the other way. You have to lean all the way into your defense when you go to the bench. And finally, Tom Thibodeau took his head out of his butt and he's realized. Paul Dog NYC, what's up, Paul? Halliburton bringing it down. They almost turned it over. DeLon Wright getting his hand in the passing lane. They get it over to Nembhard. Now they get it back to Halliburton, being guarded by DeLon Wright. He's doing a good job on him so far. Halliburton pass fake, gets it up top to Nembhard, has it out by the half-court line, got to isolate against Shamit, dancing with it, fall away foul line jumper, can't get it to go. Towns comes flying in for the rebound, and here comes Josh Hart. Hart bringing it down the other way, has it on the right wing, throws the lob inside the Towns. A terrible pass again from Josh Hart. What is that pass, man? It's nowhere near Towns. They get it over to Nesmith, bringing it down over to Nembhard. Towns gets back. Nembhard down the lane, gets blocked by Anunoby at the basket. Towns picks it up, gets it over to DeLon Wright, and he smartly slows it down. I freaking love DeLon Wright. I freaking love DeLon Wright, man. It's my guy now. That's my guy. DeLon Wright gets it over to Hart. Hart has it up top. Trying to get it to Towns. Time ticking down, so Josh Hart's going to chuck up a 3. Can't get it to go. Terrible offensive possession again. Josh Hart just holding it there. Like, you got to make a move at some point. Toppin's going to fire a 3. He comes up short. Josh Hart with the rebound. Now we're trading missed shot for missed shot, and the Knicks are going to walk it down the other way. Hart has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith. They get it over to DeLon Wright. DeLon Wright coming to his right after the Towns screen. Behind the back pass to Towns. Catches, pump fakes, driving to his left. Turner hits the floor. Towns is going to drive it to the basket. Gets fouled by Toppin. Going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. They can't guard Karl-Anthony Towns. We have to play through Karl-Anthony Towns. But he's limping, man. So you gotta balance it out. You gotta go both ways, right? You want to play through Towns, but you can't use him too much. You know, as he walks to the foul line with that little limp, holding that knee. Mark Avon said, Pacers are a good team. Honestly, often they just start choking. Towns at the foul line. He's yet to miss a shot tonight. He's 3 for 3 from the floor. Just that said, Cat is sandbagging? As he misses a free throw, I jinxed him. Cat is sandbagging? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. When that basketball hits your hand on offense, suddenly all your injuries go away. Now you're perfectly fine and you can attack. But once the whistle blows and it's a dead ball or something, now you're back to like, oh, wait, hold on. It does hurt. Hold on. Ikini Robinson. What's up, Ikini? Robinson does, not Robinson. DeLon right with the steal, baby. Reverse layup, can't get it to go. Maybe pull it back out, DeLon. It's all right, though. You got the steal. But now we're coming the other way. Halliburton stops and pops as nobody picks him up, and he splashes a straightaway three. DeLon right, brother. That was on you, big dog. That one's on you. You got to steal. You tried to force a reverse layup. You didn't make it, and then you didn't get back on defense fast enough. And you ended up with giving Halliburton a wide-open shot. Towns in the post against Neesmith. Cross-court pass, DeLon right. No, Anunoby left corner three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Halliburton with the rebound. Got to knock down these open threes, OG. Hasn't hit one yet. Halliburton bringing it down against Shamet. Has it up top. Halliburton looking to dance. Coming to his left off the screen. A pull-up three for Halliburton. He can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Josh Hart ends up with it. He's pushing the pace. Has it up top. Hits Towns as the trailer. Pump fakes. Driving to his left. Stops. And a foul on Nembhard. And he has drawn these fouls, baby. Draw them fouls. Rack them fouls up, Towns, and they're in the bonus. So Towns back to the foul line for 2 free throws. Sire Love said DeLon needs to attack the rim and unlock his true PG potential. He is 33 years old, Sire Love. He is a spot-up three-point shooter and a good set everybody up and go stand in the corner kind of point guard, brother. He is a career backup point guard. He's solid defensively. That is his thing. He's a 3-and-D point guard. Don't step out of your comfort zone. Towns at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Brunson comes back in. End the quarter strong, JB. End the quarter strong. Bridge is also back in. Chi-Chi said, okay, Tibbs, don't exploit our secret lineup. Leave some for the fourth quarter. You know it, Chi-Chi. You know it. We right here with it. Got to save a little bit for the fourth. Towns knocks down both. Under 5 to go. Halliburton's going to bring it down. Bridge is guarding him. Halliburton coming to his left of the screen. In the middle of the lane. Leans in. Scoop lay with the right hand. Got it to go. To get it into Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Gets it over to Towns. Towns over to Hart. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson's looking for Towns. Gets it over to Towns. Towns up top. Pump fakes. Swings through to his left. Driving it down. In the lane. Gets stripped. Loose ball. He picks it up and he lays it up and in. They got no answers from him. Even when they stripped him. Great defensive play from Turner. Didn't matter. He got it back and laid it up and in. Halliburton up top. Dancing with it. Coming to his right off the Turner screen. Driving it down. Middle of the lane. Scoop lay with the right hand. Gets blocked by Bridges. Excellent. Loose ball. Josh Hart picks it up. We're bringing it down. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges driving it down. Hits Brunson. Cutting back door. Lefty layup. Forced it, man. Rushed it. Come on, JB. You're under the basket. You got to get that to go. Indiana's rushing them. Inside pass. Anunoby fouls Turner's. He had post positioning. But it's a foul on the floor. I don't believe they're in the bonus. You know, I said, good foul. They're not in the bonus. So it's just side out of bounds. Halliburton has it up top. Coming to his left of the screen. Bounce past to Turner at the foul line. Catches, pump fake, down the lane. Stop, turn, spin, pivot. Scoop lay with the left hand. Gets it to go. Beautiful move for Miles Turner. 58 to 56. 3.5 to go here. Josh Hart bringing it down against Nembhard. Hart coming to his left off the Towns screen. Good screen from Towns. Tried to hit the pocket pass. Another horrific pass from Josh Hart. He's been horrendous all night. Siakam with the pump fake, and he lays it up and in as Josh Hart doesn't get back. Get him off the court. Get DeLon right on the court. Josh Hart has been awful tonight offensively. He's been horrendous. Awful turnovers from Josh Hart. Bridges driving it down, goes under the basket, trying to get back to his hand, gets it taken right out of his hands. Way too much ball handling from Bridges. Halliburton will pull up for a deep three. He can't get it to go. Towns had it, lost it. Bridges grabs it, gets it out to Brunson. Brunson's going to bring it down. Brunson quickly going to look to attack. Scoop lay with the right hand, can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound, and he lays it up. Good effort from Josh. Halliburton bringing it down. Has it up top, leaves it off Turner. Inside pass to Halliburton. Back out to Nesmith. Nesmith coming to his right. Gets it back to Halliburton. And he's saying clear out, 1-on-1 against Brunson. Halliburton's going to look to dance. Halliburton, a deep pull-up three over Brunson. Can't get it to go. Good box out from Towns. Anunoby grabs the rebound. Here comes Brunson pushing it the other way. 2 minutes to go. Leaves it off for Anunoby. He's going to put his head down and attack Halliburton to the basket. Scoop lay with the right hand. Gets it to go. And a blocking foul. Yes, sir, OG. Yes, sir. OG's been fantastic. Joe, what's up, Joe? My man, Relic. DJ Punch, he's at heart with these stupid turnovers, man. Just limit his minutes a little bit. Like, get him out of the game. You can't keep living with these Josh Hart. What does he have, 4 turnovers? Josh Hart has 4 turnovers off the bench, man. Horrendous. Get Big Mitch back in the game or something. Something. Big Mitch is back in the game. Asking you shall receive, but Towns to the bench. Towns is huffing and puffing, sweating it out. Last 2 minutes, got to end it strong. Anunoby at the foul line for his 1 free throw, and he gets it to go. Way to knock down your free throw so far tonight, y'all. Way to knock him down. Halliburton's going to bring it down. Halliburton up top, coming to his right, off the Nesmith screen, driving it down, in the lane, cross-court pass, Nembhard, wide open, left wing 3, gets it to go. Josh Hart, brother, don't do this, Josh. Don't do this. That's on you. That's on you. You got Mitchell Robinson in the paint. They don't need your help like that. Not with Big Mitch down there. Get the hell out. Go close out from 3. Don't give him a wide open look, Josh Hart. Brunson driving it down against Nesmith. Puts it above glass, gets it to go, and 1 over Nesmith. How many fouls is that so far in these guys, man? I feel like these Knicks are racking up the fouls on the Pacers. Excellent drive from Brunson. Only 2 fouls on Nesmith. 2 fouls on Nesmith, 2 fouls on Siakam, 2 fouls on Turner, 2 fouls on Nembhard, 2 fouls on Toppin. They are moving those fouls around, man. Everybody's picking up fouls, but nobody's in foul trouble. Brunson's at the foul line for 1 more. Brunson knocks down his and 1 free throw. 1:40 to go. Halliburton's going to bring it down. Knicks with a 1-point lead, 64-63. Halliburton coming to his right, off a high screen from Nesmith. Bridges steps back. A step back, long 2 for Halliburton. Can't get it to go. Brunson comes flying in for a rebound. There you go, JB. Home run pass to Bridges. Stops, fall away. Don't love that shot. Comes up well short. Go chase the loose ball. Bridges, come on. Came up short and the ball was there for the taking. You didn't even go after it. Halliburton coming to his left, kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam hands it off to Nesmith. Nesmith coming to his left, down to the basket against Robinson. They call a foul on Robinson. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Mike said, I wish just once the Knicks would get on the same page. It's a great way of putting it, Mike. It's a great way of putting it. Although your wish did come true. They were all on the same page for Game 6 against Boston, where they blew them out. Fantastic game from Knicks all around. Like, it was pretty much a perfect game from them. Everybody was on the same page. But yeah, man, we need them to be on the same page more nights than not. And they haven't been. Nesmith now knocks down the first free throw. Says Dad said, Mitch, 2 fouls. 2 fouls. 2 fouls. Should still be all right. Nesmith knocked down the first one. He's got 1 more coming. Nesmith goes 2-2 from the foul line. A little over a minute to go. Both teams trading baskets here. Switching leads. Brunson bringing it down. Coming to his right off a Robinson screen. Kicks it over to Anunoby. Right corner 3 over Siakam. Comes up well short. Long rebound. Nesmith grabs it. Here comes Halliburton. Halliburton has it up top. Looks like he's going to slow it down. And just run some good offense here to try to get a good shot to end the quarter. We're under a minute to go. Get it over to Nesmith. Nesmith is going to look to attack Brunson. Goes right into him. No foul call. Puts up the floater. Gets it to go off glass. Where's my offensive foul on JB, man? He extended the arm and everything. No foul. They get it in the Bridges. Bridges hands it off to Hart. Hart will bring it down. Josh Hart gets it over to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off the Robinson screen. A pull-up 3 for JB. Comes up short. Long rebound. Robinson can't grab it. He hits the floor. Now it's a 5-on-4. You got to get up, Big Mitch. They get it over to Nesmith. Wide open right wing three. Comes up short. Long rebound. Halliburton picks it up. Trying to pull it out. Stops at the foul line. Inside pass. And Tony Bradley lays it up and in. Excellent pass from Halliburton. Brunson will bring it down for the final shot of the quarter. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Brunson driving it down. Gets hit in the face, no foul call, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. (69-64) at halftime. Didn't end it as strong as you needed to end it. I'm going to tell you right now. This guy's been a killer. This guy has been an absolute killer. This young man right here. I got nothing but to salute him. This dude has been hooping all night long. He's been phenomenal. He has been phenomenal. He's on triple-double watch already. He's got 29 and 10. He's going to get his triple-double. He's got 29 and 10 already. Jeez. 4% from 3. He started to finally miss some shots, but you guys want to look why they scored 69 points in the first half? Because this guy willed his team to. He said, y'all, we going up 3-1 today. He showed up to the arena today and he said, we going up 3-1. I'm not doing it any other way. I'm going out there, I'm hooping, I'm being aggressive, I'm taking my shots. I'm going to feed y'all, and y'all better knock down your shots. And 20 points, 10 assists in the first half. 20 and 10 in the first half. This man is not to be played with tonight. Nesmith, 12 points for him on a bum ankle and some good defense. Mark said he's cooling off in the second half. I hope so. I hope so. But you can't count on it. You have to come out with the mentality that he's going to do exactly what he did in the first half in the second half. That's the mentality you have to have. And if he doesn't and he starts missing some shots and he cools off a little bit, cool. Then you'll be able to take advantage of it. But you got to come in with the mindset that this dude is unstoppable here tonight. And you got to show up like it. Seven minutes for Deuce McBride in the first half is not enough. 20 minutes for Josh Hart is too much. Way too much for Josh Hart. It needs to be Deuce McBride in for Josh Hart. It needs to be Mitchell Robinson in for Josh Hart. It needs to be DeLon Wright in for Josh Hart. Way too many minutes for Josh Hart in that first half. He wasn't nearly as effective to take the final 20 minutes of the game. He came in for Karl Anthony Towns because he picked up the 2 fouls early in the first quarter and never came back out of the game. Way too many minutes for Josh Hart. If the Knicks lose this series, I'm blaming Tom Thibodeau forcing Josh Hart down everybody's throats as if this guy never makes mistakes. As if Josh Hart doesn't make mistakes. I love Josh Hart. You guys know I love Josh Hart. I know y'all love Josh Hart. We all love Josh Hart. 20 minutes of the possible 24 minutes in the first half is just dumb coaching for any non-superstar player. I can't believe his rotation strategy with Josh Hart. Like, at this point, just start him again. So I know you would pull him out of the game at some point. These Josh Hart minutes are killing me, man. They're killing me. Josh Hart does so many things well, but you can mitigate the things he doesn't do well, like this number right here. Against this team, you can't have this number against this team. If your main ball handlers are turning the ball over, you're done. You're done. You're letting the Pacers get on transition. And it's not like Josh Hart is overextending and throwing bad passes and they're flying out of bounds. He's throwing it right to the Pacers on these terrible, lob attempts where he's trying to throw it inside and force feed guys. He had one to Robinson, he had two to Towns, he had one to Bridges. Like, brother, go hand it off to a guard. and go be a chaos engine. Stop trying to do these passes. He's got 1 assist tonight. He's so predictable with his passing in this series. The Pacers know exactly what he's looking to do. And I love Josh Hart. I love Josh Hart. I'm not even blaming him for this. I'm blaming Tibbs for this. This is a Tibbs number to me. Outside of that, I thought Tibbs was fantastic. We got extended DeLon Wright minutes. Shamet gave you 5 quality defensive minutes. McBride only 7 minutes. I'm also going to blame him for that. But that is tied into the Josh Hart 20 minutes. I don't like that. He even survived 2 minutes of Precious Achiuwa when Towns picked up 2 early fouls and he had to get Robinson out of there for some rest. I thought 2 minutes for Precious Achiuwa. He even saved that. That was solid. Brunson, 6 for 13 from the field. Okay. Towns, 4 for 5. He's getting fouled. Taking more than 5 shots. He's just gotten fouled on a bunch of them. 14 points from him. 16 from Brunson. 13 for Anunoby. You're getting your 3 guys going. Your 3 top guys are going. And then you're getting good contributions off the bench. 13 points off the bench. 7 for Hart, 3 for McBride, 3 for DeLon Wright. Both of those guys knocked down 3s. Even Josh Hart knocked down a 3. Overall, they're 7 for 17 for 3-point range. The Pacers are 8 for 16. Mathurin came off the bench, gave him 8. Solid minutes for Mathurin. He was impactful, but like honestly, everything else is like cool, whatever. This is the killer. It's just Halliburton. 20 points, 10 assists. It's just Halliburton to me, right? Like Siakam is 5 for 8 from the field off of some beautiful passes from Halliburton, feeding him in the spots he needs to be fed in. Same for Nesmith, 12 points because Halliburton's feeding him in the spots he needs to be fed in. Victor Marquez, what's up, Victor? If the Knicks can't get 3, let's get 2, because 2 can be better than 3s. I think what you're saying is the Knicks should run good offense and take what the defense is giving them. Yes, I agree. Raymond Vasquez, what's up, Raymond? Just that said, Halliburton can't get 20 again in this half. We've seen crazier things, man. We've seen crazier things. You could see a Halliburton 40-point game. You could absolutely see that. I could see that. Jack Franzino, what's up, Jack? Brunson's offense needs to make up for it. He can carry them, which he has for times in this game, plus, of course, this run. Brunson's offense needs to make up. Oh, that you just commented that twice. Yeah, the thing about Brunson, how many minutes did Brunson play? I almost guarantee you it's less than 20. Watch this. Brunson played 17 minutes. How did Josh Hart play more minutes than Brunson? How did Josh Hart play more minutes than Anunoby played 21? Played more than Towns because he got into foul trouble. Josh Hart can't be your leader in minutes tonight. It can't happen, man. That can't happen. Not with the way he's playing. It can't happen. Colleen Quinzel, what's up, Colleen? Put Tucker on Halliburton for a few minutes. Tucker is 47 years old. Even if you're suggesting that Tucker will be really aggressive and physical with him, Halliburton is blowing by him. He's not even like sprinting past. He's just walking past him. 37-year-old PJ Tucker is not doing anything to nobody. Not even to mention the Josh Hart like blown defensive assignments. You know, it wasn't just the one where we pointed out earlier where he got beat back door, where the Knicks played great defense up top, and then Josh Hart just like standing there looking at the butterflies in the sky. As Shepard is just like, oh, I'm just going to get an easy layup. Thanks, Josh Hart. You know? Or in transition, off a Josh Hart turnover, in transition, they end up with an open 3, and then Josh Hart's like, what happened, guys? I don't know, brother. Stop giving them the goddamn ball. Just that said, Tucker warm-ups are staying on. Yes, they are. They are not coming off or anything. Jay said, we need to have a strong third quarter. We can't let them open things up. Yeah. Down 5 at halftime. Not really where you want to be. 69 points from the Pacers. But when you look at this, they scored 26 points in the second quarter. obviously led by the defensive bench. And again, lean on your bench. Get Josh Hart to 15 minutes, 14 minutes, especially with the way he played. Damn, he should have played damn near 12 minutes. Get McBride more minutes. Get DeLon Wright more minutes. You're mitigating Josh Hart's positives by forcing him out there as long as he's playing. Limit his minutes a little bit more, Tibbs. Jeez, man. You know, I said get Clyde Frazier in there and Patrick. Just that said, can't keep the pace. No, not at all. Not at all. Pace is definitely favoring the Pacers. Well, the first quarter favored the Pacers. The Knicks won the second quarter by 3. And the second quarter, the pace slowed down a lot. Even the Pacers were slowing it down a little bit, looking for better offense because they started to miss a couple of shots. So Jack Renzino said, wild take, but I like the big lineups where Mitch can dominate the offensive glass and we get good looks. I don't know if that's a wild take, brother. The thing is that the Pacers have adjusted, and they're doing a much better job of blocking Mitchell Robinson out. I mean, he ends the first half with 1 rebound in 12 minutes. So it wasn't even an offensive rebound. It was a defensive rebound. Shot caller said Halliburton should not be leading in rebounds. No, he should not. But at the same time, with the way the three-point shot is, like wings and guards tend to lead in rebounds, especially when you know, at halftime where both teams are getting up shots. Not a ton of points in the paint, I don't think. Points conceded off a turnover, pretty close, 11-7. Knicks are on the left side, so Knicks have given up 11 points on the paint, 11 points in caused off of turnovers. I would assume most of them are from Josh Hart. Knicks with only 2 fast break points and 17 for the Pacers. Majority of these, I assume, came in that first quarter. 24 points in the paint for the Knicks, 28 points in the paint for the Pacers. A lot of that came on fast break where they were able to get all the way to the basket, obviously. 12 fouls for the Pacers, 9 fouls for the Knicks. Largest lead for the Pacers was 10. Never got out of control. They're going to have to open up the third quarter strong. 14 free throws for the Knicks, 11 free throws for the Pacers, so pretty even. Rebounding, the Knicks are leading by 4. Solid, cool, like that. You know, I said Hart would be the first to say after the game it was right to bench his butt because he played bad. He's a real man, not one of these guys who needs a safe space. I mean, Josh would definitely publicly say that. I hope he feels that way, but I don't know what's in his heart. I hope that's the case. But I will say, Tom Thibodeau's reliance on Josh Hart has been his Achilles heel since the Knicks acquired him. Right? We love Josh Hart. We absolutely adore Josh Hart. I'm so happy he's a Knick. I hope he retires a Knick. I hope he plays another 10 years with the Knicks. I hope he hangs around the organization after he retires. All of the things. Love Josh Hart. He can play 20 minutes of 24 possible minutes in a first half where he has 4 turnovers and played bad defense. That can't happen. Any other player is getting sent to the bench. Any other player. Except for Josh Hart, apparently. It does not matter how Josh Hart plays. Tom Thibodeau is going to leave him out there. That's bad coaching. That's having a blind spot. Simon said, like hard as his son-in-law. Yeah, it's weird, man. It's really weird. $20 in the first. I can't get over it. 20 minutes is crazy. Too Toxic said, Bridges is trash. Deuce should have been in the game in the last minutes of the half. Sure. I mean, I would say Deuce should have been in for Josh Hart, and DeLon Wright should have been in for Bridges. DeLon Wright and Josh Hart are damn near the same height. McBride can guard up over Bridges because he's guarding Halliburton. Silev said, who's the captain guarding on defense? I believe he's on Neesmith majority of the time. Sometimes he gets switched up, though. With the way the Pacers run their offense, pretty much everybody's guarding everybody. Most of the time, right? Jack Franzino said, McBride, Wright, Shamet, Anunoby, and Robinson, or is that too small on the perimeter? No, it's not too small on the perimeter at all. The issue with that lineup, Jack, is like, how are you going to score? Like, it's a great defensive lineup to go to. But you need to mix in offense and defense. I mean, maybe you can get some McBride, some Anunoby going, but it's a big risk. It's a big risk with the offense, right? That's the issue, is you have to find balance of where's your offense going to come from when these guys don't create offense on their own. You need an initiator. So in that case, I like Josh Hart in for Shamet in that lineup. Right, because Josh Hart can bring the ball down and be a bit of an initiator and kind of, add grease to the lineup. But 20 out of 24 minutes is insane. It's insane. Yak said, we shot great. Turnovers and Pacers, 50% from threes, only down 5. We could be all right. They're not finishing 50% from 3. We can't say that. We've seen the Pacers finish a game shooting 50% from 3. We've seen it. Siakam driving it down, step back, mid-range jumper over Towns, gets it to go. Brunson bringing it down. Aloha, what's up, Aloha? Brunson gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Halliburton. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson, jab step, coming to his right, off the Robinson screen. Gets it over to nobody, and it's a turnover. Miscommunication from the Knicks. Brunson, bad pass to get it over to Siakam down the lane, right-handed hammer. Terrible pass from Brunson. What are we doing? Down by 9 immediately to start the third quarter. It's a 5-point game, y'all. Bridges bringing it down. Has it up top, being guarded by Halliburton. And Bridges throws it away right into the hands of Halliburton. A lot of standing around from the Knicks. They get it over to Nembhard down the lane. Goes up off glass. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Siakam had it. Lost it. Bridges chasing it. Both guys hit the floor out of bounds. Staying with the Pacers. The Knicks come out and they're just lackadaisical, half-hearted. Just Brunson throwing it to nobody because there's no communication, and he thinks Bridges is going to stay there, but he's thinking he's going to cut it. Terrible, terrible. And then Bridges just standing out on the perimeter, gives it right to Halliburton, just puts it right in his hands. Siakam at 3, he can't get it to go. Robinson with the rebound. Here comes Brunson. Brunson on the left wing. Calling out a set, a lot of miscommunication. You got to get one of these guys out of here. I don't like the start from this starting lineup. Towns up top, attacking, spinning to his left, down the lane, leans in, off glass, can't get it to go. Turner with the rebound. You got to get one of these guys out of here. This is not a good lineup right now. Halliburton over to Nembhard as the straightaway 3, can't get it to go as the trailer. Towns with the rebound. Bridges is going to bring it down the other way. Bridges on the left wing, attacking Halliburton, is going to put him in the post. Backing him down, All the way jumper in the paint. Comes up short. Robinson with the tip, can't get it to go. Loose ball. Siakam picks it up. Just grab the rebound, man. Just grab the rebound. Halliburton has it up top. Coming to is right off the Turner screen. Steps back. Right wing 3 for Halliburton. Way off, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Brunson knocks it loose. Towns picks it up, and he's bringing it down the other way as Brunson hit the floor. Towns has it on the right wing, being guarded by Nembhard. Brunson gets it over to Brunson. He's coming to his right off a Towns screen. Brunson gets it over to Towns. Towns back to Brunson. Coming to his left. Driving it down in the lane. Takes the bump. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Nembhard with the rebound. I don't like the way they started. Call a timeout. Next opportunity you get. Next dead ball. Call a timeout. Next time you get the ball. I don't like the way the Knicks have started offensively whatsoever. Siakam driving it down to his right. Kicks it out. Turner wide open right corner three. And Turner splashes it. Now call the timeout, Tibbs. And he calls the timeout. A little late. But you got to have a timeout here. Down by 12 immediately. Immediately. 7-0 start for the Pacers in this quarter. And they're going for the dagger. Right? They shot 3 or 4 threes coming out to start this third quarter. They're going for the dagger. Halliburton with a step back right wing three. Siakam with a pull up three over Towns. They finally run a play where they get Siakam down the lane. The defense collapses. He kicks it over to a wide open Turner in the right corner. He splashes it. They're looking for the dagger. Best believe they're looking for the dagger. Nembhard missed the three. Gigi said, terrible start at this point. They're going to lose just to the other lineup and call a game. You got to make a substitution right now. You have to make a substitution. Get Robinson out of there. Put literally anybody else. Put freaking Josh Harden. I don't care. Literally anybody else. The Pacers have figured out the double big lineup. It can't be exploited anymore. Turner spreading it out to three-point line. Siakam spreading it out to three-point line and forcing these guys to guard in space. So get them out. Get them out. Switch up the lineup. Switch up the lineup. It's not working anymore. Jay said, come on, how do you come out of the half like this? Turn this around. Robinson with this starting lineup doesn't work. I don't like it whatsoever. I think the double big lineup works in the middle of games, not to start quarters. Because it's the kind of thing you have to shock the other team with. It has to be against the right lineup, and against Siakam and Turner, it's not the right lineup. With one of those guys on the court, sure. But with both of those guys on the court, absolutely not. Win or lose tonight, I would switch up the starting lineup. Either back to the way it was before or start Deuce McBride in the next game. You can't keep going to this lineup because now you're not getting anything from Robinson, really. So you're mitigating any positives you're getting from him. And now you're not getting anything from Josh Hart, and you're mitigating any positives you're getting from him. So now you're just removing 2 guys from your rotation, 2 important players. Kinhar said, it's not Mitch, it's the defense. How did they get the open 3 in the last play, Kinhar? Siakam blowing by, Towns out on the perimeter, forcing Robinson, or was it Robinson? He's blown by one of the bigs out on the perimeter, gets into the paint, the other big rotates over, Turner recognizes it, spreads it out to the three-point line in the right corner, and he knocks down a 3. It's absolutely the double big lineup. Get one of them out of there. I would get Robinson out of there immediately. Immediately. I said that's on Towns. It's on Towns in the sense that you have now Towns guarding Siakam out by the three-point line, which is terrible. Which is terrible. Well, that was Robinson who got blown by, and Towns had to dig in deep. So how is it on Towns if Robinson's getting blown by? What, do you just want to give up the layup to Siakam? So Brunson will bring it down now. No lineup changes, I assume, because that's the Tom Thibodeau way. No lineup changes. That's the Tom Thibodeau way. Bridges has it up top. All right, well, then you just need to look to answer, Knicks, to get it over to Robinson, back to Bridges, coming to his right, blows by the defense, lefty layup, gets it to go. There you go, McHale. There you go. Halliburton's quickly pushing it the other way. Hands it off to Nesmith, almost loses the handle, drives it down past Robinson, and he gets fouled by him as he goes to the basket. More miscommunication from the Knicks as they don't get back on defense. Can't have 2 big plotting centers in the game, man. You can't. Not right now. Not with this pace. It's not working. It's not working. Get them out. Get one of them out. So Neesmith set the foul line for 2 free throws. Neesmith knocked down both of them. 12-point deficit for the Knicks. 12 to start this third quarter. Come on, Knicks. Come on. Bridges has it up top being guarded by Halliburton. I want to see a substitution made. I'm not going to be happy until I see it. Bridges coming to his right up a Robinson screen. Going under the basket. Kicks it out to Towns. Towns catches. Pump fakes. Driving all the way down. A big right-handed hammer. Turner was too preoccupied with keeping Robinson off the glass. Good drive and finish from Towns. Siakam attacking Towns out on the perimeter. Pulls it all the way out to the three-point line. Gets it over to Halliburton. Halliburton coming to his right. Down the lane. Kicks it over to Turner. Pump fakes. Good closeout from Robinson. And he was stepping out of bounds. Good hustle from the Knicks there. Good help from Brunson to step up on the Halliburton drive. Forced him to kick it back over to Turner. Good closeout from Robinson on Turner, not allowing him to get the three-point shot up. Bridges has it up top to get it over to Robinson. Robinson tries to get it over to Towns. Gets it over to Anunoby on the right wing. Anunoby coming to his left. Steps back. A deep straightaway 3 for OG. I don't love that shot. Bouncing on the rim a couple times. Can't get it to go. Robinson an offensive rebound, and he gets fouled by Turner. That 3 fouls on Turner. Is that 3 fouls on Turner? So Big Mitch is at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knock at least one of them down. If you knock both of them down, Big Mitch, I'm hitting the lights. Hitting the goddamn lights, Big Mitch. I'm hitting the goddamn lights. Knock both of them down, big dog. Knock them both down, big dog. Knocks the first one. If he hits the second free throw, I'm hitting the goddamn lights. I don't care. I don't care. Miles Turner subbing out. I just wanted to check if that was Miles Turner's 3rd foul. It is Miles Turner's 3rd foul. Everyone has 2. Turner now with 3, except for Halliburton. Halliburton with 1. Robinson, if you hit this next free throw, my brother, I'm hitting the lights for you, big dog. I'm hitting the lights. I don't care that we're down 9 right now. I'm going to hit the lights for my guy, Mitchell Robinson. Yes, sir, Big Mitch. Yes, sir. Give me the points at the foul line, brother. Give me them points. Halliburton up top, driving it down to his right to the basket. Tries to get inside. Knocked out of bounds by the Knicks. It's going to stay with the Pacers. Good hands from the Knicks. Good hands from the Knicks. Come on. Defensive stop. 1 more score. 6-point game. We're right back into it. Halliburton's got to get it in. Gets it into Nembhard. Nembhard gets a wide open lane to the basket as Brunson hit the floor. What happened, Brunson? What happened, my brother? Bridges will bring it down. What happened? What happened? I didn't even see it. I saw he slipped and fell, I guess, but I don't know how he slipped and fell. Anunoby has it out on the perimeter. Jab step, driving it down. Pump fake, leans in. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Robinson an offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Towns. Towns on the left wing. Excellent rebounding from Robinson now. Towns spinning. Attacking Siakam. Has it in the post. Stop. Turn. Drop step. Hook shot. Comes up short. Robinson an offensive rebound and a 2-handed slam, baby. Get me off this block, baby. That's what he said. He said, you can't keep me out of here. Siakam 1-on-1 against Towns in the post. Pulls it back out. Quick crossover. Attacking along the baseline. Stop. Fall away jumper over Towns. Excellent move from Siakam. Decent defense from Towns. Didn't matter. Still a 10-point game. Brunson bringing it down. You need to get some stops at some point, Knicks. Brunson on the right wing. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges gets it over to Towns. Towns up top being guarded by Siakam. Faces up. Towns coming to his left. Spins to his right. Drop step. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Halliburton comes flying in. Robinson picks it up again. Kicks it back over to Towns. Towns quickly fires the 3. Airballs it. Why do you shoot that 3 like that, Towns? Why'd you shoot that 3 like that? I don't get it. Stealth Genetics, what's up, Stealth? Reminding people to hit the like button, absolutely. And they throw it quickly ahead to Siakam. Falls down. Can't. As the ball finds its way to Siakam as he's laying on his back. How does that happen? Halliburton thankfully misses a 3, and Towns rips down the rebound. How does that happen? Brunson bringing it down. Brunson coming to his left off a Towns screen. Behind the back pass to Towns, who steps behind the 3-point line, being guarded by Neesmith. Swings through to his right, gets fouled by Neesmith. And they give him the continuation, baby. They give him the continuation. Yes, sir, Towns. That's 3 fouls on Neesmith. Start racking up the fouls on these hackers out here. Hacking them. Stokes said those early Towns fouls really hurt. They didn't hurt that bad. They really didn't. In my opinion, they didn't hurt that bad. Towns is at the foul line for one more free throw, or for one free throw after the and one. 74-82, 8-point game. Towns knocks down his free throw, makes it a 7-point game. Here comes Halliburton bringing it down. Bridges guarding him. Halliburton coming to his left off a Tony Bradley screen. Pulls it all the way back out. Now coming to his left. Dan now back to his right off a Siakam screen. Steps back over to Siakam. Siakam in the mid-range. Pump fake, jab step, mid-range jumper. Way off, can't get it to go. Bradley with the offensive rebound. Big Mitch, you got to pay attention. Halliburton down the lane. Can't get it to go, but they call a late foul on the Knicks. And Halliburton will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. 5:55 to go. Past the halfway point here in the third quarter. It's a 7-point game. Halliburton to the foul line for 2 free throws. So Halliburton's at the foul line. Knocks down the first one. Justices that said Halliburton out of control, drive, bailed out with the call. Yeah. Yeah, you know who never gets bailed out with the call? Brunson or Towns. I'm going to take that back about Brunson. Brunson gets bailed out with a couple of calls. Towns never gets bailed out with the call, though. So Halliburton's at the foul line. Knocked down the first one. Comes up short on the second one. Towns with the rebound. Robinson to the bench. Josh Hart in. Be prepared for Josh Hart to never leave the floor again because Tom Thibodeau doesn't know how to make proper substitutions. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Shepard. Brunson coming to his left off a high Town screen, driving it down to the basket. Gets hacked by Shepard. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. That's one way to slow the game down, man. Get to the foul line. 8-point game. Brunson, get it to 6. Get it to 6 will be solid. Gigi said, I don't care about Mikhail's wingspan. Dude is terrible. He has not been good enough, man. He has not been good enough. Not nearly good enough. Brunson knocks down the first one. You know, I said, I swear if they win this, it'll be 8 versus 13, all of Indiana with bench officials and Tibbs. Brunson knocks down both free throws. Thank you, JB. Halliburton up top coming to his right of a screen in the mid-range. Pass fake gets caught in the air inside the Turner, and he lays it up and in. Beautiful manipulation from Halliburton there. Knicks got to get their hands up and active, man. Allowed that pass to be too easy. Brunson bringing it down. It's an 8-point game. Coming to his left off a double screen. Driving it down against Nembhard. Spins to his right in the paint. Stops. Turns. Gets stripped by Halliburton. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off of Towns. Ball's going to go back to the Pacers. Knicks are going to use their challenge. Knicks are going to use their challenge. And it looks like it should be an approximate foul on Halliburton, who came over. They called it a clean strip, and he gets all arm on Jalen Brunson. It should be a foul on Halliburton. Should be a foul on Halliburton. AP said, you didn't last year from what I remember. Are you doing anything this offseason with Knicks content? Yes. The plan is to do a lot more content this summer, AP. I'm going to go a little bit more in than I am now with content. More videos, more shorts, more content in general. The plan is right now, and maybe this week I'll prepare for it more, but the plan is to also do live streams, similar to how we do the shows for live games, but to do live games of watching older games. And by doing that, I hope to be able to actually show the games on stream. I hope. We'll see. We'll see. But, you know, like, try to watch some Jordan games. Try to watch some Kobe games. Try to watch some LeBron games. Try to watch some, like, some of the great games of the past. Try to watch some games that show them not being so good so we can watch both sides of it and just kind of have a good time watching some basketball. You know, doing summer league games isn't really the kind of thing that I think we'll be able to do because summer league games, the timing of them really sucks. At like 3 in the afternoon or you know 5 in the, like, they're weird start times because they're all day obviously. So I don't think we'll do live summer league games, but maybe we'll make videos recapping sort of what's going on in the summer league. I do like summer league. I do like watching it. We'll go live for the draft as we did last year. I'll make some videos about sort of the summer process and what to expect, but, you know. AP said DVDs and VHS tapes. Yeah, not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Mark said you'll do the draft, though. Yes, we will, Mark. We will be live for the draft. I don't think we'll do the second round of the draft, considering how they split them up for dumb reasons. I'll never understand why there's 2 nights of the NBA draft now. It's literally just 2 rounds, man. Just 2 rounds. Just that Chef isn't old enough for VHS? Absolutely am, brother. I absolutely am. I had VHSs growing up. I absolutely did. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. I had VHSs growing up. I love my VHSs. I'm sad I don't have them anymore. Stove Janek said rising incoming. I hope so. It's an 8-point game. And after they started the second half the way that they did, I thought it was going to get a little worse than that. We were going to have another big comeback on our hands, but successful challenge from the Knicks. And it's a foul on Halliburton. So Brunson to the foul line for 2 free throws. Excellent challenge from Tibbs and the bench. Excellent challenge from the coaching staff. Just as his dad said, easy challenge. You never know with these refs, man. You never know with these refs. Gigi said game has to be even to start the 4th. That's a good goal to have. Get it to at least even going into the 4th quarter. It's a good goal to have, Chichi. That's the goal. I like it. Tie it up. At least tie it up. Get it to a what? I'll even extend this olive branch here. Get it to a 1-possession game. 3 points or less going into the 4th quarter, and we'll be all right. Brunson's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Thank you, JB. We also save a challenge because we won that one. So we have 1 more to go. We have 1 more challenge available. Brunson misses the second free throw, though, so it's a 7-point game. Come on, JB. We need all the points we can get, my brother. Halliburton bringing it down. Coming to his right off a double screen. Bridges staying with him. Driving it down. Cross-court pass to top. An extra pass up top. Shepard open. Josh Hart late on the closeout, but he can't get it to go. Bridges with the rebound. Here comes Brunson bringing it down. Brunson coming to his right. Has it on the right wing. Now he's going to drive it down. In and out dribble. Stop. Turn. Spin. Little jumper in the paint. Comes up short, but gets a nice friendly roll as he gets it to go down. It's a 5-point game. All right, now we're back to where we started. Took 7 minutes, but we're back. We ended the second quarter down by 5. Now we're down by 5 here, 85-80. Halliburton snaking it back to his right hand, mid-range pull-up jumper, splashes it. His jump shot is schmoove here tonight. Hart bringing it down. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson's driving it down against Nembhard all the way to the basket, draws the foul. Gets the floater to go down, but they call the foul on the floor. The Knicks are in the bonus. He's going to go to the foul line of 2 free throws regardless. Mark even said Pacers keep getting points in 3 seconds, literally. That is their offense, man. That is their offense. It's quick. Before they can set up their defense, let's push the pace. Let's get them in an action. Let's run a screen immediately, even if it doesn't lead to anything. Oh, wait, it does lead to something. All right, here we go. Gigi said, why is it hard for Bridges to stay in front of Halliburton? Because he's running off a million screens. That's why, Gigi. And he's very quick. Neesmith and McConnell checking in. Brunson knocks down the first free throw. Got one more coming. You know, I said, unfortunately, turns out Halliburton was only bad when he was recovering from that hammy. When his health is, when healthy, he's a serious offensive force. He is. He is. I got nothing but respect for the way Halliburton's played tonight. He's been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal. Halliburton up top to Neesmith. Neesmith swings it over to Toppin, back to Halliburton. Hart switches on to Halliburton. Quick crossover to his right behind the back. Over to Turner. Turner fakes the handoff, driving it in against Towns. Stop, turn, half spin, fade, leans in, scoop layup, gets it to go. Beautiful move from Turner. Come on, Towns. Come on, brother. Got to be better than that. Brunson has it up top, coming to his left off a Bridges screen, driving it down the lane, and he draws a foul. He's going back to the foul line. And that's absolutely a travel on Turner, by the way. Just shuffling his feet, taking 3, 4, 5 steps. God damn, man. Blow the whistles, refs. Blow the whistles. Who is that foul on? Was that on Halliburton? If that's Halliburton, it's his third. If it's on Neesmith, it's his fourth. Brunson knocks down the first one. That was the third foul on Halliburton. So 3 on Halliburton, 3 on Nembhard, 3 on Turner, 3 on Neesmith. Everybody is picking up fouls for the Pacers, man. Everybody's getting in on the hackathon for the Pacers. Gigi said Zebra's on the Knicks side and they're wasting it. I don't know, man. They could have called that travel on Turner. Would have saved the Knicks a bucket or two. McBride is in the game for Bridges. McConnell has it up top, being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his left. Now crossing over to his right, driving it in on Brunson, pulling it back out. Good defense from the Knicks. Out to Halliburton, being guarded by Bridges. No, McBride is in for Anunoby. Excuse me. Anunoby's out. Halliburton crosses over to his left, step back, crosses over to his right, step back, fall away, long two from him, comes up short. Excellent defense from Bridges. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Brunson. Brunson, pass fake, over to McBride. McBride in the Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Halliburton. Bridges backing him down in the paint. Kicks it out. Josh Hart, right corner. He's going to pump fake, and Josh Hart steps out of bounds. Get Josh Hart out of the freaking game, man. God damn it. I don't want him touching the ball on offense at all. Brunson, Towns, that's pretty much it. If they're not dictating the offense, get the ball back to them. Halliburton driving it down the middle of the lane. A lot of contact, gets the lefty layup to go over McBride. Terrible defense. Terrible defense. You had an opportunity there. Brunson bringing it down to his left. Neesmith is going to pick him up. They show 2. Halliburton jumps it, falls onto it. Loose ball, and a timeout for the Pacers. Absolutely horrendous 30 seconds there from the Knicks. Horrendous 30 seconds there from the Knicks. I can't believe that said Josh Killings. I can't believe how bad Josh Hart has been tonight. He's been horrendous. He's been horrendous. Josh Hart has 5 turnovers tonight. He's got 5 freaking turnovers tonight. Josh Hart, he's going to remain in the game. He's going to remain in the game. And Josh Hart with 5 turnovers, 1 assist. Just putrid play from Josh tonight. Horrendous. Horrendous. I can't believe he's going to remain in the game. He's probably going to play the remainder of this game. He's not going to come out. He's been so goddamn bad. Halliburton bringing it down. 84 to... And McConnell walks into a wide open shot. Josh Hart doesn't even guard him. And it's a 2-point shot for McConnell. Toe was on the line. And I get that they're daring him to shoot. But once he picks up the dribble, you have to crowd him. Josh Hart has been horrendous. That was Josh Hart's guy, by the way. He just didn't even put a hand up. They get it over to Brunson, curling off a screen. Back to McBride. McBride has it up top, being guarded by McConnell. Pulls it out. Calling for a screen from Towns. Shot clock winding down. Driving it down. Back to Towns. Towns catches it on the run all the way down. Shot clock violation. He doesn't get the shot off in time. I think they called the foul. Jay said, I don't get this team. I don't get our coach, man. I don't get our coach. He does everything so well, except for substitutions. And it's one of the biggest parts of coaching. I don't understand it. He does everything so freaking well, except for one of the biggest parts of coaching in his substitution patterns. Oh, Sorry Love said plus minus tells the truth about the game. No, it does not. Who told you that? Plus minus, all plus minus does is lie, brother. So it looks like maybe Toppin fouled Towns. They called the foul, and they're reviewing it now to see if the foul came before or after the shot clock violation. 2 free throws for Towns. So they catch a bit of a break there. Obi Toppin ends up fouling Towns before the shot clock expires. They catch a bit of a break. Kinhar said non-flawed Knicks, OG and OG. Do you watch OG and Obi play, Kinhar? That man can't take more than 2 dribbles. Non-flawed. OG can't take more than 2 dribbles without turning it over. I don't want the ball in OG and Obi's hands, having to create offense. Extremely flawed, my brother. Towns is at the foul line for 2 free throws. Roger G. Well, what's up, Roger? Towns misses the first free throw. He's got 1 more coming. Mike said, I said let Hart sit until the 4th quarter. Let Josh Hart sit the remainder of the game. What has he done tonight that DeLon Wright, that Shamet, that Deuce McBride can do? What has he done tonight that those guys can do? Towns does knock down the second free throw at least. We got 1. 2:30 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It's an 8-point game. McConnell bringing it down. Got to get a defensive stop here. McConnell driving to his right. Hands it off to Toppin. Toppin hands it off to Turner. Turner hands it off to Halliburton. Halliburton driving it down. Gets caught in the air. Kicks it over to Turner. Extra pass. Nesmith wide open. Left wing 3. Comes up short. Long rebound. Josh Hart. Good box out and rebound. There you go, Josh. Josh bringing it down. Gets it over to Towns. Towns catches. Pump fakes. Steps back. Crosses over. Spins to his left. In the lane. Puts it above glass. Oh my goodness. Karl-Anthony Towns. What the hell? Tough move from Big Towns. 6-point game. With as awful as things have gone for the Knicks here tonight, as they turn it over, Brunson, excellent defense on Toppin, gets in front and knocks it loose. Josh Hart picks it up. Excellent defense from Brunson there. Towns, don't shoot that. All right. Towns looking to attack, coming to his left, pulls it up, kicks it over to McBride, comes to the basket, and McBride turns it over. Come on, Deuce. Come on. McConnell bringing it down. Driving to his right, kicks over to Turner. Turner fires a right wing 3 over Towns, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, and Bridges fouls Toppin. Get Bridges out. Get Josh Hart out. Get Mikal Bridges out of this game, Tibbs. Get DeLon Wright in. What more did DeLon Wright have to do in that first half to show you, hey, man, I can lean on this guy if I have to? Keith Modeste said too much turnover. Way too many turnovers. Way too many turnovers. Way too many turnovers. They get it into Mathurin, come to the basket. They call a foul, and they give him the and 1. Maybe make a substitution, Tibbs. You're running Brunson and Towns this entire third quarter. And if you're Josh Hart, they call the foul on Brunson, you got to come over and just protect the basket, man. Don't give him the flyby. Easy layup. Justice's dad said, the long 7 minutes only is a shame. I don't understand how you run your two best players the entire second half, especially when one of them's limping around out there. Brunson will bring it down against Matherin. Matherin fouls Brunson in the backcourt, trying to guard him full court. Kerwin Nixon, what's up, Kerwin? Daniel Berry Sports, what's up, Daniel? So Brunson's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Brunson knocks down the first one. Robinson's going to come in for Towns. Where's Shamit? Where's DeLon Wright? Why does Bridges have to play the whole third quarter? Tony Bradley's going to come in to guard Robinson. Brunson getting the flopper chant as he's at the foul line. Gigi said Tiz really wants to go down 3-1. I just don't understand, man. Don't understand some of the decisions. Some of them I can understand the justification for, even if I disagree with. I don't understand playing Bridges this whole third quarter. I don't understand not getting DeLon Wright after his first half in the game a little bit earlier. I don't get it. Halliburton gets it over to Matherin. Matherin being guarded by Brunson. Matherin dancing with it. Gets it over to Toppin. Toppin coming to his right. Gets it over to McConnell. McConnell back to Toppin. Toppin up top to Halliburton. Halliburton, a deep 3 over Brunson, a deep one, and he splashes it. Josh Hart has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Brunson, being guarded by Matherin. Brunson, jab step, spinning, coming to his left, down the lane, puts up the floater, gets it to go. But you got to be able to stop them on the other end, Knicks. You got to be able to stop them on the other end. Halliburton bringing it down, coming to his left off the screen. The Knicks bump into each other. Halliburton spins, kicks it over to Toppin, back to Halliburton, being guarded by Bridges. Pulls it out, dancing with it. In and out dribble, steps back, dancing with it. Good defense from Bridges, excellent defense. And he can't get it to go. And a loose ball foul on the Knicks. So Matherin's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. He's got one more coming. Mr. Freckles says, Tibbs again, going away from what's working. Wright was playing good. Playing excellent. He was fantastic. Fantastic. He was fantastic. And then we never see him again. And he's going to play 2-3 minutes in this fourth quarter. And that's it. And it's just like, man, with the way Bridges has played, where he's had minimal impact, with the way Josh Hart has played, where he's had minimal impact. Matherin knocked down the first one. He's got another one coming. Knocks down both of them. 9-point game. 10-point game. Excuse me. I'm off. Why is my score so off? 10-point game. Brunson bringing it down against Ben Shepherd. 10 seconds to go. Brunson and Shepherd out on the perimeter. They show 2. Inside the Hart. Shoves it out to McBride. McBride pump fakes. Sets his feet. Fires from 3. Too long. Can't get it to go. And a loose ball foul on the Knicks. Foul on Josh Hart. They're going to get 2 free throws out of it. Get Josh Hart out of this game, man. You just gave him free throws. You just gave him 2 more free points, Josh. Josh Hart has been horrendous tonight. On a night where Brunson's playing his ass off, he's trying, he's doing his job. Towns is playing his ass off, he's doing his job. Anunoby's playing his ass off, he's doing his job. Hell, I'll even give some credit to Bridges, playing decent defense over there, even though he's not giving you anything offensively. Bradley misses a free throw, though. So Bradley knocks down the second free throw. 11-point game, 1.1 on the clock. Just get it in, go to the fourth quarter, man. Just get it in, go to the fourth quarter. Get it into McBride. McBride's going to heave it. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. And you could hear it in my voice. You could hear my disgust in my voice right now. Just a horrendous up and down quarter from the Knicks where how many points did the Pacers score in that quarter? They scored 33 points in that quarter. It's just frustrating because it feels like if you were just a little bit more creative, you could put yourself in a position as the head coach to be like, look, man, like I put the guys out there in a position to be successful and they didn't come through. Like I feel like we should be talking about how our players aren't playing well and they lost the game. But the head coach is always a part of the discussion with like, how does Josh Hart play majority of that third quarter? How does Mikal Bridges play the whole third quarter? Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, and Karl-Anthony Towns played the entirety of the third quarter. I think Towns came out with like a minute and a half, 2 minutes to go, something like that. How do they play the entirety of the third quarter? When in the first half, you saw what you saw with Shamet and DeLon Wright and those guys. You saw it. You saw how impactful it could be with the defense they bring. If you're struggling to stop the Pacers from scoring, you have to throw a different lineup out there to change the vibe and the tenor of the game. You can't just keep relying like, no, we're going to keep pace. We're going to knock down shots. It's going to happen. It can't happen. It can't. You're putting yourself behind the 8 ball. You know? Josh Hart has been horrendous tonight. Has he played 30 minutes? Played 26 minutes. Brunson's played 29. Anunoby's played 28. Towns has played 25. Josh Hart's played the third most minutes on this team, and he has been by far, between the two teams, he has been by far the worst player on the court, and he has played 26 minutes. So now we're going to need a big old comeback here in this fourth quarter. Right? Who's going to bring it? Who's going to bring it? I hope we come out in this fourth quarter with DeLon Wright, McBride, Shamet, like a defensive lineup, Anunoby. Because you're going to need to get stops. Right? If you can get that. The funny thing is that we talk about all the time, or at least my phrase is, your defense needs to lead the offense. If your defense is horrible, you need to get some defensive players out there. Mark said, we're down 11, we can do this. They for sure can do this. But to continue to put yourself behind the 8 ball like this, to have to come back, like you're down 2-1 in a series, you're on the road. Brunson's taking 12 free throws. Towns is taking 9. Like you're getting to the foul line, man. You've taken 29 free throws. Pacers have taken 20. Everyone on the Pacers has 3 fouls except for Siakam, who has 2. So they're not even going to be in foul trouble in this fourth quarter with all the fouls. They found a way to spread the fouling out somehow, some way. They found a way to do it. It's very impressive. You know, I said Tibbs has flat sucked. He just hasn't been creative enough in the playoff series where Rick Carlisle has been incredibly creative. He's been incredibly creative. McBride bringing it down. We come out with McBride, Hart, Shamet, Towns, and Anunoby. No DeLon Wright in the second half. We're not going to get DeLon Wright in the second half at all. Anunoby a fall away too. He gets the friendly roll and he gets to the drop. McConnell attacking in the paint. Pull-up jumper over McBride. Gets it to go. You know, I said this lineup is okay. No DeLon Wright is crazy. No DeLon Wright is crazy to me. The way he played in that first half. Shamet has it on the right wing. Being guarded by, is that Shepard? Being guarded by Shepard. Coming to his left off an Anunoby screen. Gets it over to Anunoby up top. Jab step. Being guarded by Turner. Anunoby dancing with it. Crossing over to his right in the lane. Pump fake. Little fall away jumper in the paint. Well short. Towns with the offensive rebound. Can't hold on to it. Out of bounds going back to the Pacers. McConnell bringing it down. Being guarded by McBride. Kicks it out to Turner. Turner over to Siakam. Siakam's going to look to attack Anunoby. Backing him down. Stop, turn, fall away, foul line jumper. Comes up short. Long rebound. Matherin keeping it alive. And then Josh Hart fouls Ben Shepard. Just extremely frustrating, man. Just extremely frustrating. When it feels like, you know, I said during the regular season, it's hard to have an opinion about certain lineups. As Matherin cuts to the basket and gets a wide open layup. Guess who was guarding him, guys? Guess who was guarding him? Josh Hart. Josh Hart. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Turner. Hands it off to Shamet. Shamet walks into a pull-up three. Knocks it down. There you go, Landry. There you go, Landry. Big three from Landry Shamet. Keeps it within arm's reach. It's a 10-point game. Matherin bringing it down. Coming to his left off a Siakam screen. Dancing with it. Gets it over to Siakam. A wide open lane to the basket. Scoop lay with the left hand. Got it to go. Terrible defense. Terrible communication yet again. Get Josh Hart out of the game, man. This guy can't communicate with anybody right now. Shamet on the left wing. Dancing with it. Pulls it back out. Shamet's looking to attack one-on-one. It's Shamet time, baby. It's Shamet time. Scoop lay with the right hand. Can't get it to go. No foul call. Why did that happen? Get the ball to Karl-Anthony Towns. Get the hell out of the way. They kick it out. Siakam wide open. Left corner three. Splashes it. What was that decision? What happened? What happened? And a timeout from the Knicks. Under 10 to go. 9:52. Just as Dad said, Josh is fixing the loss. You know, I said, get Hart out of the game. What has he done positively tonight to deserve 30 minutes tonight? Literally, if that's any other player, they play 10 minutes. Literally any other player, they play 10 minutes if they're that bad. Josh Hart, I can count how many positive things Josh Hart's done tonight overall on one hand. I just, you know, it's been horrendous. It's been horrendous. Russell Field said right time. Yeah, but who's he coming in for? Because my full expectation is Josh Hart will play the whole fourth quarter here. Josh Hart comes into the game and Tibbs forgets that he could sub him back out. You know, I said Josh is doing a campaign invitation but playing Giannis minutes. Makes no sense, man. Makes no sense. Ishmael Cooks, what's up, Ishmael? Just that's a Neesmith a plus 21. Plus minus doesn't mean anything to anybody, brother. So Jack said, I just really wanted to beat the Pacers. The Celtics win was cute, but this hurts. Bad. Yeah, man. Both teams fully healthy. Both teams fully healthy. No excuses anywhere. Right? I don't want to hear Towns is dealing with a knee thing. I don't want to hear Josh Hart dealing with a knee thing. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Fully healthy. Both teams fully healthy. And just awful. Awful decision-making all around for the Knicks. All around. All around from the players, coaching staff. You know, Josh Hart's supposed to be one of our best wing defenders. And he's been horrendous. Just as his dad said, Mitch minus 29. The issue with Mitchell Robinson right now is Tom Thibodeau has completely erased any advantages Mitchell Robinson has. by having him go up against Turner and Siakam. Right? The real starting lineup you should be going to is McBride. The real starting lineup we should be going to. But Sean Collins said, paging Mike Malone. Brother, do you know anything about Mike Malone? Mike Malone is just Tom Thibodeau 2.0, my man. You don't want Mike Malone. He has the same issues as Tom Thibodeau. That is a lateral move. That is what bad organizations do. So Jack said Tibbs minus 50. Players have been bad, but Tibbs has not helped, man. Josh Hart remains out there. Lon Wright is in for McBride for some reason. Turner fouls Towns out on the perimeter. This is his fourth foul. 15-point deficit for the Knicks with 9.5 to go. Can they make it happen, y'all? Can they make it happen? Be another incredible comeback. Shamet gets it into Towns. Towns up top. Attacking, putting his head down to the basket. Gets blocked by Turner. Josh Hart picks up the loose ball. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Shot clock winding down. 1-on-1 against Siakam. Steps back left wing. Pump fake, jab step. Throws it up at the rim. Got it to go in. Jesus Christ, OG. Insane shot. Insane. Mathurin bringing it down. But it's this end. I can't get excited off of made baskets because they can't guard this Pacers team right now. With Josh Hart in the game, I don't think that they have a single chance of guarding them. McConnell pulls it out against Anunoby, and they call a travel on McConnell. Good defense from OG. So DeLon Wright has it up top. Hands it off to Anunoby. Gets it over to Shamet. Shamet gets it over to Hart. And they call an offensive foul on Towns. Call the offensive foul on Towns. 12-point game. McConnell bringing it down. They get it over to Mathurin. They swing it over to Siakam. Siakam back to Mathurin. Mathurin over to Turner. Back to McConnell, driving it down. Tries to force it inside. Good hands from the Knicks. Looked like those Shamet and Anunoby combined. DeLon Wright on the left wing, attacking. DeLon Wright directing traffic. Saying, come get this ball, OG. OG's going to look to attack in the paint. Kicks it out. Josh Hart, extra pass. Shamet, wide open right corner three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Anunoby, an offensive rebound. Gets hacked from behind. No foul call. Towns gets the offensive rebound. He can't get it to go. Now we're pushing the other way. Mathurin has it. Mathurin in the corner, picks his dribble up. Anunoby jumps in. Loose ball. And then they call a foul on Anunoby. Or DeLon Wright. They call a foul on DeLon Wright. 8 minutes to go. They've got time to make this comeback happen, but Mark said the fix is in. Mathurin up top, driving to his left. He slips, he falls. Loose ball, and they call the foul. Get Josh Hart out of the game, man. Mark said all fouls this side of the court. Yeah, I mean, the commentators are pointing it out Van Gundy, Reggie Miller are like, these last two calls have been ridiculous, but Halliburton is in. They call a foul on Towns. Three team fouls on the Knicks. 4 fouls on Towns. Four fouls on Towns, 4 fouls on Hart, 4 fouls on Robinson. You know, I said storyline is not the officials, it's Tibbs and Hart. It is. It is. Those two guys exactly. Matherin falling down, they call a foul on Josh Hart. And Indiana's in the bonus for the final 8 minutes of the game. That's another really bad call. Another really bad call. Martin Matherin's out of control. He is. That's like 3 or 4 horrible calls in a row. Now the Knicks are in the bonus. You know, I said maybe the officials help us call more fouls on Hart. That's 5 fouls on Hart, but he's not coming out of the game. I told you guys. He's not coming out of the game. It's not happening. Brunson's back in. If Josh could foul out, it'd be great. That's a Josh just foul out already. Yeah, it'd be great. Be great. Just get him out of the goddamn game, please. Matherin knocks down both free throws. Brunson bringing it down. Has it on the right wing. Coming to his left. They got to build some sort of momentum. They try to swing it around. Halliburton jumps the passing lane. A terrible pass from Bridges. Get it over to Nesmith. Driving it down. Nesmith. Terrible pass from him. Anunoby picks it off. Josh Hart bringing it down the other way. Hart over to Brunson. Brunson back to Hart. Hart inside to Bridges. Bridges over to Anunoby. Anunoby a left corner 3. Way too long. Can't get it to go. Turner with the rebound. Got to hit that pump fake, OG, and drive it in. 2 guys flying at you. Matherin, right corner 3, falling out of bounds. Well short. And it goes out of bounds. Ball's going to go back to the Knicks. Hart has it on the left wing. Gets it up top to Brunson. Brunson coming to his right off a Town screen. Stops. Pass fake inside to Hart. Hart gets fouled. Going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. It's the 3rd foul on Siakam. 7 minutes to go. You're down 14. Not looking great, Knicks. Not looking great. You got to build some sort of momentum here. Come on. So Josh Hart's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Thank you, Josh. Josh Hart misses the second free throw. I knew he was going to miss a free throw. I didn't even want to say anything. I knew he was going to miss a free throw. Get him out of the game. I'll just keep saying it over and over again. Or just pick up another foul. Just go at Josh Hart, please, Indiana. Just get it to them hard. No, they get it over to Nesmith off a screen. Bridges goes under the screen. Thankfully, Nesmith misses it. Josh Hart with the weak side rebound. He's bringing it down. Josh Hart hands it off to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing, hits Anunoby, comes to the basket, pump fakes, 1 dribble, over to Josh. He goes up, a lot of contact with Siakam. That's 4 fouls on Siakam. Hart's going to go back to the foul line. Just as that said, the Matherin heat check was hilarious. Yeah. The Matherin heat check was funny. You know, in the right corner, fading out of bounds like he's Kobe or something, was just like, I got this, watch this, guys. Well short, nowhere near the rim. So Hart's at the foul line for 2 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Thank you, Josh. Mark even said, what the hell even is this game right now? We all just have to sit and watch Hart take free throws. Hey, man, I'll take it. If you can keep getting to the foul line, I'll take it. Indiana calls a timeout. 12-point game. Jack said Tibbs won't take him out, so I gotta hope he heals up this quarter. Yeah, you just gotta hope they play better. Like that's all we have. Like it can't be like, oh, what does Tibbs have in his bag? DeLon Wright played a minute, 2 minutes in this second half after a phenomenal first half. That's how you reward him? That's the reward you get for being awesome in the first half? That's the reward you get from the head coach? You play your ass off, and you're great, and then you get 1 or 2 minutes in the second half. That's all you get. That's all you get. DeLon Wright's a plus 11. Justice's dad's favorite stat. 9 minutes. 9 minutes for Shamit. That's all you get. Deuce McBride tonight, all he gets is 15 minutes. Josh Hart will play the remainder of the game. He's at 31 now. He'll play 37 minutes tonight. 37, y'all. 37. You know? One of the issues of starting Mitchell Robinson now is you completely mitigate the fact that he dominates backup centers. So you just take in the Tony Bradley minutes and you're just like, hey, yeah, you can live with those. In the desk, they said, we'll come home and win and lose in Indy. 6 games and ends in Indiana. You got to pull something out of your butt tonight. You have to. You have to. You can't go down 1-3 or 3-1. Can't go down 3-1. You know, I said DeLon Wright was fabulous, rewarding by sitting his butt on the bench. Josh Hart stinks and retreated to a second half of his stink fest. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what does that tell your team? You could be awful, but I'm still going to play you as long as you're one of my guys. And it doesn't matter how well you play. If you're not one of my guys, I'm not playing you. It doesn't matter what you do. You're not getting more minutes. So Jack said, I don't even want to see the post game at this point. They gotta work some magic. They gotta work some sort of magic here. Josh Hart's at the foul line for one more. Just as that's at Halliburton, 24, 14, and 8. Yeah, he's been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal. Hart knocks down the second free throw. Thank you, Josh. Halliburton will bring it down. Bridges will guard him. Knicks with the former starting lineup out there. Halliburton just blows past the defense. Righty layup gets it to go. Cale Bridges nowhere to be found. Towns nowhere to be found on the back line. The wide open lane to the basket. Hart has it on the right wing. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson inside to Anunoby. Drop step. Goes up. Gets fouled. Going to the foul line for 2 free throws. I believe that's 4 fouls on Nembhard. D. Grant said OG's tired. Seems fine to me. Seems fine to me. Anunoby misses a free throw. Thanks, OG. Way to be missing free throws down the stretch, y'all. OG's 1 for 7 from 3. The 1-3 he hit was a heave. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anunoby misses 2 free throws. Halliburton with the rebound. Come on, y'all. Past the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. Time's winding down. Halliburton a pull-up 3 over Brunson. Can't get it to go. Anunoby with the rebound. OG's going to bring it down. You got to get this to single digits, and you got to start building some momentum, Knicks. Time's winding down. Anunoby down the lane. Gets almost stripped by Toppin. Loose ball. Out of bounds off of Halliburton. At least it'll remain with the Knicks. Mike said Tibbs should absolutely not be coaching the Knicks next season. Well, guess what, Mike? He will be. And he'll be coaching the Knicks after the season after that and the season after that. You get it in the Bridges. Bridges over to Towns. Towns pass fake. Now gets it out the Bridges. Bridges a straightaway 3. You got it to go. It's a 10-point game. Halliburton bringing it down. Keith Modeste said game might be over. They got 5.5 to go. They got more than enough time to mount some sort of comeback, but they can't play defense to save their lives here tonight. Halliburton down the lane, stops, little pull-up jumper in the paint. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for a rebound. Towns able to grab it. Comes Brunson. All right, get it to single digits, Knicks. Get it to single digits. Brunson, inside pass to Anunoby. Anunoby gets, grabbed and thrown to the floor by Halliburton. Where's my flagrant? Where's my flagrant? That's not a basketball play. Where's my flagrant? Give me two shots and the ball. Where's my flagrant at? Anunoby's back to the foul line. They're not going to take a look at it. Knocks down the first one. Thank you, OG. Siakam comes in. Anunoby rattles both of them in. Halliburton will bring it down. It's an 8-point game. 8-point game with 5 minutes to go. You're going to give yourself a chance here, Knicks. You're going to give yourself a chance here, but Halliburton driving it down. Stop, turn, spin, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard up top. Calling for a screen. Brunson switches onto him. Coming to his right off a Turner screen. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Towns. Good defense. Can't get it to go. Turner comes flying in. Out of bounds off of Turner. All right, good defensive stop. 8-point game. Brunson will bring it down. Brunson will bring it down. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Brunson coming to his left. Turner picks him up. Brunson's going to dance with it. Quick crossover to his left, driving it down. Puts up the floater off glass. Wake off. Can't get it to go. Towns an offensive rebound and putback. There you go, Towns. There you go. 6-point game. 6-point game. You're putting yourself in a position to win it, but you got to continue to get stops here, Knicks. Not going to get too excited until you get over that proverbial hump. Nembhard down the lane, kicks it out to Siakam, a right corner 3 over Anunoby, and he splashes it. And that will put a calm to the momentum the Knicks were building there. Bridges on the left wing. Coming to his right off the Town screen. Bridges. Kicks it back out to Brunson. Brunson up top. Coming to his left. Spins to his right. Kicks it over to Bridges. Bridges a straightaway 3 off balance, and he splashes it. Answers the 3-point right back. Under 4 to go. Halliburton up top. Coming to his right off the Nesmith screen. All the way to the basket. Scoop lay with the right hand. Got it to go. Nobody on the back line to help. Coming off the screen. No communications. Easy layup for Halliburton. Brunson has it up top to get it over to Towns as the trailer. Towns being guarded by Turner. Hands it back off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges coming to his right. They're chasing him all the way to the basket. Leaves it off. Josh Hart to the rim. Gets blocked by Turner. Gets it back, and he lays it up and in. Some serendipity for the Knicks, but you got to get some stops. Time winding down. It's a 6-point game. It's not insurmountable, but Halliburton coming to your right. You've struggled to guard them all night long. Halliburton against Towns. And Indiana calls a timeout. Six-point game, y'all. 6-point game. Mark Avon said, Knicks ain't no fools, man. Good. Think it over, slow it down. They're giving themselves an opportunity here for sure. For sure. You know, stressful, cardiac Knicks. Never easy. Never simple. Never free of anxiety or nerves, but hasn't been the best night with the way things have gone. But if you can steal this, you can find a way to steal this. Go back to the Garden Tide 2-2. Survive it. Survive it, Knicks. Survive it. You haven't given us a whole lot to go off of. Second quarter felt like our best quarter, and then we didn't see that lineup again. Subgenetic said, all I can think of now is that damn Harnstein. Hate that guy. Hate that guy with a passion. D. Grant said they got to slow down Halliburton. Yeah, they do, man. Yeah, they do. They have not been too successful with that tonight. Halliburton with 32 and 14. Halliburton with 32 and 14. They get it in the Nemhard. Nemhard dancing with it. Shot clock winding down. He's going to have to go one-on-one. Turner comes up for a screen. Coming to his right. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Towns. Well contested. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for a loose ball. Fight for a loose ball. And Turner grabs the rebound and gets fouled by Bridges. Mark Avon said, wish we could have just got game one. I know, man. I know. That game one's going to come back to haunt you. Siakam just holding on to Anunoby's jersey, man. Where's my foul at? Where's my foul at? Do the Knicks have a challenge remaining? Marks it over the back on Pascal, absolutely. But Turner misses a free throw. Maybe the basketball gods hurt us. Maybe the basketball gods hurt us, and the ball don't lie. Turner missed the first one. He's got one more coming. Turner does knock down the second one. 7-point game. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson being guarded by Nesmith. Coming to his right off a Bridges screen. Brunson over to Towns. Towns in the right corner. Towns up top the Bridges. Bridges attacking to the basket. Kicks it out Anunoby. Anunoby coming to his left. In the paint. Goes up. And they call an offensive foul on OG Anunoby. Nesmith drew the charge. .230 to go. Indiana has the ball. You're down 7. Mark said, move his feet. Moving your feet does not equate to whether or not to block or charge. He had defensive positioning. Anunoby jumped into him to charge. Halliburton dancing with it, spinning to his right, gets caught in the air, cross-court pass to Siakam up top to Nesmith. They run him off the line. He's going to the basket, runs into Towns. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Towns hits the floor hard. Towns hit the floor hard. He's really hurt. The Knicks are going to use a challenge here. Two talkers that can't catch a break. Towns is still on the floor in a ton of pain. Holding that knee, man. He ain't right. He ain't right. Mark said, welp. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Avey said if they lose this series, they're going to be talking about this for about 30 years. 94, 95, they still talk about. I haven't interacted with a single Knicks fan who has brought up 94, 95 ever. You got to move on, AP. You got to move on, brother. Nobody talks about 94, 95. Nobody. Not a single person. Mark Avon said, we'll be back. Hard as like Starks, though. Don't make me say bad things about John Starks again, brother. Don't make me do that. Successful challenge from Tibbs. Foul on Turner. Towns is still in incredible pain on the bench holding the knee. Don't put him in the game, Tibbs. Ball's going to go back to the Knicks. They're down by 7. Towns is coming back into the game. Get him out of the goddamn game, man. Get him out of the goddamn game. It's not about like, oh, he's got to stay healthy. He's not going to help you. He's limping heavily. He's not going to be able to slide his feet. He's not going to help you offensively. He's not going to be able to battle on the boards. Get him out of the goddamn game. Jesus Christ, man. Brunson's going to bring it down. All right, we need a miracle, y'all. We need a miracle. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Coming to his left. Driving it down. Crossing over. Coming to his right. Kicks it over to Bridges. Bridges at right corner 3, fading out of bounds. Can't get that one to go. Fight for the loose ball out of bounds. Off of the Pacers. It's going to stay with the Knicks. The Pacers don't have a challenge to use, so. Michael Brown said promote Rick Brunson? Brother. Hell no. Get it in the Bridges. Bridges another corner 3 contested. He can't get it to go. Anunoby pops into the air. They fight for the loose ball. Halliburton ends up with it. Just some terrible shots from Siakam. Euro steps down the lane, gets blocked out of bounds by Anunoby, and Anunoby ends up holding his right foot. Shows his dad said OG's been good. Yeah, he's done his part. Brunson's done his part. Towns has done his part. DeLon Wright has done his part. Shamet has done his part. Josh Hart. Tibbs. McBride even, maybe. Josh Hart fouls Siakam. Siakam to the foul line for 2 free throws, 1:44 to go. DVR 50-50 said it was a fun run. Yeah, clock's about to strike midnight for the Knicks. Clock is about to strike midnight for the Knicks. Siakam to the foul line for 2 free throws. D. Grant said, yeah, there ain't much you can do. I mean, Tibbs can do some things, man. Josh Hart fouls out. Too little too late for Josh Hart to foul out. Shamet comes in. Landry Shamet comes in. Shamet, you got to have your Nesmith moment, my brother. You got to have your Nesmith moment. Landry Shamet, you got to have your Nesmith moment. Siakam knocks down the first one. 8-point game. Mark Avon said it ain't over till it's over. I mean, they got 1:44 to go. But Siakam gives them an 8-point lead and give them a 9-point lead. It ain't like you need somebody to just go off. Landry Shamet. Welcome to your Knicks moment, my brother. Welcome to your Knicks moment. Brunson's going to bring it down after Siakam knocked down both of them. Brunson over to Bridges. Bridges attacking the baseline. Tried to get it over to Shamet. Knocked out of bounds by Halliburton. Paul Dog NYC said it's over. Pacers versus Thunder. What it's looking like. What it's looking like. I mean, the series ain't going to be over. You can go down 1-3 and make a comeback. It's possible. Is it likely? It's not likely. It's possible. Got to play the games. Get it in the Bridges. Left corner 3. He gets space. Why are we feeding Bridges for 3, man? 3 times in a row, this guy's just getting him up there. Literally hasn't had it going all night long. Hasn't had it going all series long. Siakam 1-on-1 against Shamet, backing him down, fall-away jumper over him, his go-to move. He misses that one. Nesmith, an offensive rebound, knocked out of his hand. Shamet picks it up. Towns, a home run pass to Anunoby is going to go up. Can't get it to go and a foul on Turner. He's going to go to the foul line, 2 free throws with 1:09 to go. Turner comes up limping a little bit. Mark Gavin said, see you guys at the Garden. They forced the game 5, winning 1 in Indiana. Got 1:09 to go, 69 seconds to go. Anunoby knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Oh, timer's still ticking. Got 1:09 to go exactly. His dad said, allow 123, lose 100% of the time. Not 100% of the time, but most of the time, sure. Anunoby knocks down both. Nembhard bringing it down, applying some full court pressure. Nembhard gets it over to Nesmith. Nesmith hands it off to Halliburton. Halliburton up top. Under a minute. Am I back? I'm back. Microphone actually died. Forgot to charge it before the stream started. That's it fitting. Yeah. Yeah, Stuff said that's a sign. That's a sign, man. That's a sign. Season is being silenced as we speak. As I speak, literally being silenced. Siakam misses the second one. Shaman with the rebound. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson's going to get the layup. Get it in the Matherin. He'll dribble out the clock. Anunoby will foul him. Okay, he said, did Josh lose us the game? A little bit of everybody gets blamed. I'm never in the camp of blaming one person unless it's super obvious. But Josh Hart was pretty horrendous. Cale Bridges was pretty bad as well overall. Tibbs did not coach a good second half at all. Brunson and Towns pretty much played the whole second half. Josh Hart pretty much played the whole second half. You didn't see any indication from Tibbs that he was going to try something in terms of like Delon Wright played amazing in the first half. Didn't see him at all in the second half. Saw him for what, a minute and a half, something like that. Just not good enough all around from too many guys, right? You can live with a bad game from Brunson. You can live with a bad Towns game. You can live with a bad Josh Hart game. But you can't live with a bad game from too many people combined, right? 15 minutes for Deuce McBride. And like, yeah, we could look at the box score and we could say Deuce didn't do much tonight. He was 1 for 3 from the field and 1 for 3 from three-point range. So all of his shots came from 3. 3 points, 2 rebounds. But like when you watch him, like he's flying around defensively. He's communicating. He's staying in front of guys and whatnot. Towns remaining in the game after the knee injury. It's like, what do you think he's going to do out there? Why keep him out there? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So Janek said, we forfeited home court, made a few adjustments, and then people didn't show up, but it starts with coaching, I feel. Yeah, you could say it starts with coaching for sure. Because it starts with coaching. You know, he's putting guys out on the court, though, and those guys have to perform. Shaman misses at the last shot, and Pacers will win it, 130-121. They go up 3-1 in the series. Two Talks said Tibbs can go with Bridges behind him. Yeah, I'm not out on Bridges one bit. Yeah, he's been disappointing in this series, but he was huge in the Boston series. That was the series that we were like, yeah, we're really going to need Bridges in this series, and he showed up for it. So I'm cool with Bridges. He's been really bad in this series overall. I love Josh Hart. He's been really bad in this series overall. You know, it's just too many guys, man. Just too many guys. You know, the thing that sucks is like Tom Thibodeau's big adjustment was putting Mitchell Robinson in the starting lineup, but it didn't do anything because you bring Josh Hart in 5 minutes into the first and third quarter, and then he never leaves the court again, and it's like, his dad said Josh played 20 minutes too much. Yeah, I mean, you can make the argument Josh Hart ends the night with, yeah, let's bring it up. Let's look at it. Josh Hart ends the night with 36 minutes. Yeah, you can make the argument you should have played 20 or less. You know, I say all the time, Josh Hart's a 25-minute-a-game guy. You know, when you have other, like 15 minutes for Deuce McBride, 11 minutes for Shannon, 9 minutes for DeLon Wright is horrendous to me. 9 minutes for DeLon Wright after the first half that he had. Like, look, maybe he doesn't show up in the second half at all, but you know, it's just a guy with too rigid of a plan. Like, he doesn't deviate from it at all. He has no game sense with his substitutions. None whatsoever. He does not know when to rod the hot hand. Does not know when to deviate from a guy who's ice cold and hurting your team. Like, Josh Hart was ice cold tonight, hurting the team time and time again. 5 huge turnovers for Josh Hart. Ends up fouling out in 36 minutes. Bad play. And yet he plays 36 minutes tonight. Robinson, 19 minutes, 7 rebounds, 5 offensive. Like, there was a stretch there where it was like, oh, Mitch is starting to gain some traction here. Starting to grab some rebounds, starting to save some possessions. 19 minutes for Big Mitch. Mikal Bridges, 34 minutes from him. It's like 4 for 5 from three-point range. Some of those corner threes he was chucking up didn't count, I guess. Mikal Bridges, like, ice cold, invisible most of the night. Couldn't knock down anything down outside, or couldn't knock anything down inside the arc. He's been bad all series long. Right? You look at the box score, 17 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and you're like, oh, Josh, 4 for 5 from 3. Hey, Mikal Bridges, decent game from him. Mikal Bridges was pretty invisible most of the night. OG Anunoby, you look at him, 1 for 7 from 3, 22 points. You're like, ooh, OG, kind of inefficient, kind of just jacking up shots from three-point range. I thought OG was fantastic tonight. He was fantastic tonight. Towns, 24 and 12. He was good up until he hurt the knee, and then for whatever reason remained in the game. We went over Robinson. Brunson was fine, like 31, 5. Yeah, maybe you want him to move the ball around a little bit more. 3 turnovers, 37 minutes from him. Like, the fact that you don't mix and match Jalen Brunson to play alongside McBride, Jalen Brunson to play alongside DeLon Wright. You know, the fact that he has to be out there at all times with these certain lineups where it's like, man, come on. We have to be able to mix and match some of these guys. And you guys know, I've made that complaint multiple times throughout the regular season, and it's my biggest complaint of Tom Thibodeau, where he just is completely uncreative with being able to utilize this roster. We talked about all season, the Knicks bench isn't great. It's like you look at it, it's like, Shamit can give you 10 quality minutes. I thought his 10 minutes tonight was quality. Lon Wright can give you 10 to 15 minutes, depending on any given night, for quality minutes. Josh Hart can give you 25 minutes off the bench. McBride, 15 minutes tonight, that's not enough. He can give you 20 to 25, right? Achua's not a terrible break glass in case of emergency third big. Campaign won you a game in the playoffs. Game 1 against the Detroit Pistons. The Knicks had some guys on the bench this year, and Tom Thibodeau was just like, nah, I'm just going to rock with the starting 5 for 40 minutes a night. It's just bad coaching. Bad coaching. I think this was by far Thibs' worst coaching season of his career. And look, series isn't over. You're going to have your opportunity. You're going to have an opportunity to make history and come back from being down 3-1. Obviously, doesn't look great because the Pacers, for the most part, have outplayed you. But you go back to the Garden, you win it in the Garden, and then go back to Indiana. All you got to do is win one more in Indiana. All you have to do is win one more game in Indiana and protect home court. Right? If you want to look at some way to, if you're thinking like, all right, how do the Knicks pull the impossible off? How do they pull this series win off? You win your games at home, and you have to win one more game in Indiana. And that's how you look at it. You don't have to look at it as, they got to win 3 games in a row. You don't have to look at it as they have to travel, win a game at home, win a game in Indiana, come back and win a game at home. All you have to think about it as, you just got to win one game in Indiana and protect home court. All you got to do. All you got to do. The issue is now Towns is hobbling with a knee thing. Josh Hart, we know, is jumper's knee, and he's been horrendous. And Tom Thibodeau has shown a lack of creativity because outside of foul trouble, he ain't messing with these rotations, man. He's playing his guys as often as possible with as little creativity mixed in. And that's going to put you behind the 8 ball. You just got to hope that these guys just play well, right? You got to have a night where everybody plays well. And they didn't get that tonight. Robinson was ineffective in the first half, started to gain some traction, 5 offensive rebounds, majority of them, I think all of them coming in the second half. And then we didn't really see him much after that. Josh Hart was horrendous. He only got 15 minutes from McBride. And after a really good first half from Landry Shamet, we didn't see him the rest of the night. And then Towns hurt the knee, and he's pretty much ineffective in the fourth quarter, and that's the game, guys. That's the game. The Knicks won 2 of the 4 quarters. I should show you. Knicks won 2 of the 4 quarters. They won the second quarter, they won the fourth quarter. They won 30-28 the fourth quarter, they won the second quarter 29-26. The issue is they lost the first quarter by 8. 43-35. The first quarter was a killer. Was an absolute killer. Third quarter wasn't as great. Down by 6. Lost the quarter by 6. Lost the first quarter by 8. Equates to a 9-point loss. Not good enough. Not nearly good enough. Still not getting off to a good start with Robinson in the starting lineup. You got to go to McBride. You have to go to McBride. You're mitigating the things that Mitchell Robinson does well, dominating the backup bigs by dominating the glass and grabbing offensive rebounds. You're mitigating the things he does well. So now you're just having him out there, and now it becomes a liability. Jacinto Quinones. What's up, Jacinto? It's frustrating not having faith on the bench. It is frustrating. I agree with you. It is absolutely frustrating. It's a great way of putting it. David said, script has already been written by the NBA Knicks in 7. I hope so, David. I hope so. Got to keep the faith. Got to believe that it's possible. I do believe it's possible, but Madrasi said, I think that game 1 ruined our overall momentum and flow. Always sucks to lose to the Pacers, Celtics, Bulls, or Heat in the playoffs. Yeah, for sure. Two Toxic said, not having faith in the coach. He's been very much outcoached by Carlisle in this series. Stovegenetics said, I bet on these Knicks die hard, but too many factors in us losing, not just one person or one thing. Yeah. The Knicks can survive a bad Josh Hart game. The Knicks can survive a mediocre Robinson game. The Knicks can survive a bad Towns game. They can survive one bad Brunson game. They can survive that. They got talent. They have talent across the board. The thing you can't survive is Mikal Bridges being bad defensively, is Towns getting hurt, is Josh Hart being horrendous, is Tom Thibodeau not trusting any other players on the bench. McBride only 15 minutes is bad. Bad coaching. McBride, one of the best on-ball defenders. And we could probably look at it and be like, McBride wasn't great defensively tonight either. But when he's out there in certain lineups, it's like, what are we doing? We're not putting these guys in position to be successful, you know? Okay, Hazy said Siakam would kill us with McBride starting. It's a fair point. You know, you just tell OG and Anunoby, hey, man, you're upset you didn't make all defense? Go guard Pascal Siakam. You know? The other thing about that, who wrote that comment? Siakam would kill us. K-Hazy. The other thing about that, K-Hazy, is you're allowed to make a substitution 3-4 minutes into the game. And so you could start that lineup, see how it works out, and then go, all right, let's put in Robinson. You know, you're allowed to do that. Felipe A. Pina. What's up, Felipe? Refs kept the Knicks in the game, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say the refs kept them in the game because the Knicks were doing a great job of drawing fouls against the foul line. I didn't think anything was too egregious in terms of the Knicks were being gifted calls. The Knicks were doing a good job of applying pressure and getting to the basket. Pacers play with their hands a lot, trying to force turnovers. But the free throw shooting kept them in the game. You're right. They had an opportunity to be in there. The foul situation was honestly incredible. Everyone had 4 more fouls, and it was nobody was in foul trouble at any point in this game for the Pacers. It was truly incredible, distribution of the fouling. Felipe said flopping from the Knicks. I didn't think the Knicks did any more flopping than any other team or players do. I think the Knicks and the Pacers both did an equal amount of flopping tonight. And it wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot of flopping from either side. I think it was just a lot of hacking and whacking. I really do. So Janek said, and honestly, Halliburton's been amazing. Halliburton's been phenomenal. He's shown up for his team. 32 and 15 tonight with no turnovers. 12 rebounds, too. 32 and 15 tonight with no turnovers. And then you look at the Knicks, and it's Brunson, 31 and 5. Solid Brunson game. Towns, 24 and 12. It's a solid Towns game. Anunoby, 22. It's a good Anunoby game. Bridges, 17. It's all right, you put the ball in the basket. Cool. People say Brunson is a big liability on defense. He is. And the way you can mitigate some of the liability on defense, Tom Thibodeau does not go to. Right? Bridges is supposed to help mitigate some of his defensive shortcomings by attacking ball handlers as a good on-ball defender, and he's been a bad on-ball defender all season long. Started to pick it up a bit in the playoffs, but Halliburton's been cooking him, right? Not applying nearly enough pressure to Halliburton. Gigi said Hallie had 0 turnovers. He did. Had 0 turnovers. You know? Self-Jennings said he was never pressured. Yeah. I mean, the Pacers play a style where they pressure the ball full court, and that's great. That's awesome. And I don't think that's necessarily a thing that the Knicks should look to copy, but you could apply a little bit more pressure if you're Bridges. And if you're Tibbs, I would tell him, pressure it, go all out. Part of the reason why I think the Knicks sometimes look like they're pacing themselves is because they know they're playing 12-minute shifts. They know, I can't go balls to the wall here. I can't go out of control. I can't extend myself for these next 3-4 minutes because I know even if I'm exhausted, Tibbs is going to leave me in there for another 6 minutes. You know, and then I'm a liability to my team. Then I can't knock down shots. Then my legs are tired. You know, in a series against the Pacers, you should be rifling guys in and out because you should be telling them, like, go all out against this Pacers team. Like, you have to be able to go all out against this Pacers team because you have to rotate 100 times. You know, the Pacers are one of the best ball-moving teams in the league. So you have to constantly be in rotation. And so you're extending so much energy to do that. And it's like, cool, awesome, incredible. But in that case, I'm asking my guys to rotate out like madmen. And if you get tired, even if it's in a 2-minute stretch, I can put in DeLon Wright. He's good enough to get in there and hold his own. I can put in Landry Shamet. I can put in Deuce McBride. You have options on the bench, especially for perimeter defenders. All three of those guys that I just named are decent perimeter defenders to good perimeter defenders. You know? And like to be hesitant to play those guys is mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So Janek said, yeah, I agree. It's mental. They're thinking and not hooping, but the game plan or lack thereof makes them try to compensate for it. It's a tough mix. Tibbs and this bunch is weird. Yeah, I don't think this is a good Tom Thibodeau team. I thought last year's team was a really good Tom Thibodeau team. He could just ride those guys into the ground. They were just gonna play. You know, Josh Hart was just gonna play. Hartenstein was just gonna play. DiVincenzo was just gonna play. Brunson was just gonna play, and it was like, all right, we'll find another guy to slip in there. McBride, Achua was getting minutes. You know. They had Bogdanovich for a little bit. They throw in Alec Burks at a certain point because they needed to find another live body with a pulse. You know, I said if you're going to play JB, you simply have to have defenders out there. I think you just have to mix in your rotation more, right? You just have to mix in guys more often. To just stick with Brunson, Bridges, Anunoby, and Towns, and they'll have Robinson in there for a bit. They'll have Josh Hart in there most of the time, and just run that lineup out consistently despite every single data saying, hey, man, this isn't a good lineup. And just being like, nope, I'm just going to keep running it out. Though, to me, it's in Tom Thibodeau's mind, those are his 5 best players. And in his mind, it's a good idea to have your 5 best players on the court at all times. And it's like, that's not always a good idea, man. Sometimes the synergy of those 5 players don't work as well if you swapped out Josh Hart for Deuce McBride. You know? How many times have we seen Jalen Brunson and Deuce McBride get to play alongside to each other? It's happened so infrequently this season, despite last season it being one of the Knicks' best lineups. And in the few times they've done it this year, it is, again, proven to be one of the Knicks' best lineups. And yet we don't see it. So it's incredibly frustrating because it feels like, hey, man, can we at least try these things? And if it doesn't work, hey, man, then it doesn't work, right? Then we can point to the data and the time in which we tried it and say it didn't work. But to just assume that this is the correct way of doing it is bad coaching, and has been bad coaching all season, and we've talked about it all season. I am a broken record. I am repeating things I've said a million times this year. I'm sure you guys are sick and tired of hearing about it, but, you know, we talked about it being the downfall of the Knicks in the long run, and here we are at the stretch end of this really long journey, and it's going to end up being the downfall of the team. We called it out early, and here we are. History is in the making. So now we're in a situation where we're down 3-1. We have Game 5 in the Garden, and, you know, listen, you take it one game at a time, take it one quarter at a time. You win Game 5 in the Garden, and then your whole mentality should be, we have to win Game 6 in Indiana, and then who knows what happens in Game 7. All you have to do in your mind is win one more game in Indiana, and you should be all right. You know? All you have to do is win one game in Indiana, and you can win the series. Is it a long shot? Sure. Is it possible? Possible. But nothing is ever easy, and so if the Knicks have to pull it out of the mud in a 7-game series, all right, go back to the Garden, win Game 5. Go back to the Garden, win Game 5. Go back to the Garden, protect home court, at least get one victory on your home court in the Eastern Conference Finals. The fan base deserves that. And if you lose it in 6, you lose it in 6. But the fan base deserves one win in New York in the Eastern Conference Finals. They deserve it. So Knicks need to come out and give it to them. And we'll just go from there. So again, we'll be live again tomorrow for the Minnesota Oklahoma City series. That is also 3-1. Minnesota also kind of crapped the bed. The difference was they were at home for Game 4. The Knicks were on the road. But that'll be it. And, of course, we'll be live again. What is it, Thursday? On Thursday, when the Knicks take on the Pacers in Game 5 in the Garden. Hopefully they can extend the series and just make things somewhat interesting. But until then, we'll just have to take the ride with them. All the way to the end, right, y'all? All the way to the end. So, with that being said, Stealth Genetics, Roger G. Wall, K. Hazy, D. Grant, Justice's Dad, Keena Hara, Angela Harding, AP, Nick Yak, Chi-Chi. Appreciate everybody for hanging out with me here tonight in a very disappointing end to the night. But it is what it is. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Remember, get a good night's sleep. Brush your teeth before bed. Stay hydrated. Super important, y'all. And until next time, I'm out, everybody. Good night. Bye.